everyone, to episode 233 of the HurricaneKaz podcast. I'm your host, Peng. And, it's the festive season. And all I want for Christmas was Steve to be back. And here he is.
Wow.
Welcome back.
I thought I wasn't a host of this podcast anymore. To be honest, I forgot.
Yeah.
Even that's my Discord.
You're like, wait, I co-host 2 podcasts? No,
Wait,
that doesn't
what?
sound right.
That doesn't sound like me. Oh, okay, fine. I'll join.
Look who's back, Chegs. It's Steve.
Oh, no interest. Oh,
She's actually looking right at you, too.
Yeah, Cheggy missed you the most.
Yeah.
You too.
All right. But how is do tell everyone where you been at, outside of LAIC.
Yeah, I think it was like a sandwich of I was out in the middle of Australia, I guess, working, and then I flew to Brazil, and then I got back. I landed on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday I had to drive 8 hours into the middle of nowhere again for a few weeks and just hang out in a town of 400 where there is one restaurant, there is one hotel, there is one bar, and this is all the same building.
I tell you what, you're describing every other town in the South.
Yep. How are the Pokemon spawns?
Honestly, not that bad, which is crazy to me. But I guess like if it's the only place that everyone in town is going, it's probably got like a decent like cell phone ping. So it's sort of there are actually quite a few spawns there.
You were in the real Safari Zone.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. I still have a Pokemon in the gym there from the first time I went, like 2 months ago or something. So I feel like I might have that guy stuck there for a while. I think it was some random like Honedge or something. So I was like, maybe.
Give me candy.
What's a Doublade these days, right? What's an E-slash?
Maybe it's
beating
good.
you. That's what it's doing, Caleb.
Right, chill, Kaz, chill, right? I did Battlecaster and Go Battle Week twice.
Yo.
Twice?
Yeah, we battled twice, I think.
I don't remember the second time.
Yeah, I know, because the second time you lost, right? The first time you won. But the second time, quite different memory. It was a different day too. But
that sounds
I think it was like
right.
the very next day. Yeah.
I don't know. Sure. I rarely remember to record my battles, so I can't.
Oh, I got it
back
all.
and
Yeah.
check.
Yeah. The real question is, do I want to go through all the footage?
Are you at similar ELO, or is it one of those things where it's like anyone in rank 16 is being ranked with anyone in rank 16?
No, there is ELO to it, but there are a lot more loose this season with the pairings. So like people have been complaining where they'll go 3-2 and lose like 26 points for it. Yeah. Because the pairings have been that bad. But honestly I think it's for the best that there's less queue time so you can pair better, even if it's like a big down pair or up pair, but like it's pretty quick. Because it's interlude,
You can't see anybody's because
you can't
normally,
see theirs, but you can only see yours every time you rank up.
Every time you rank up, you see yours. But in a normal season, you can see what your opponent's is. But once you get to once you even get it, you can't see anybody's. It just says 20, 20, 20. Okay. For everybody.
Caleb mentioned this last week because even though I haven't been on, I've been listening. Unlike Anacor, but Caleb was like, "Okay, we're all calling it interlude season. What's different about it? Because everything is still there." And I could not agree more. And then like Tristan and Kaz, you kept being like, "Oh yeah, man, it's interlude season, so it's nice to be able to just have fun and whatnot." And I'm like, "What do you mean? What's different? You can do that any season."
Yeah,
you can, but I do think there is, especially if you do take battling seriously or you are looking to practice or improve, I think there's a bit of self-imposed pressure, right? In a season where there's actual progress that you and other people can see when you queue in, but now
there's a leaderboard, right?
But they had a leaderboard last time we had interlude season.
Yeah.
So we might see one this time too.
We don't know if there will be one this season though yet.
Last time was weirder because there wasn't ELO at any point in time, I think.
Oh,
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure. So the leaderboards are weird because you didn't know where you fell on the leaderboard until it updated because you have no idea what your own ELO is. It's very weird. I'm pretty sure. I might be misremembering, but We definitely had a leaderboard last time, and that's when people were trying. Like, I remember we had a catch cup last time for interleague season at one point, and people were building Bastion Azumarill teams. Like, yeah, in catch cup. Yeah, I remember because I was using Electivire and Magmortar because we just had the Electivire and Magmortar community and Ivysaur, and I was cooking with it. I was on the leaderboards with that team. Actually, no, it was Obstagoon and then Magmortar, Electivire, but. Yeah, I remember because we had a whisk or what's the Whiskash pre-evolution?
Barboach.
We had a Barboach spotlight hour, and everyone's running Whiskash for that catch cup. But the tryhards were running a Azumarill Bastion. It was crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's Scroll Cup now, and I'm running Farfetch'd and Surfetch'd because why not?
No Murkrow? Murkrow's pretty good in Scroll Cup.
I can't have. I mean, it can't be that glassy. There is Ludicolo in the front, though.
I know. I got a Shadow Murkrow and a Morpeko on mine. So
I have my bird whitelist, so you know, why not go full bird? Look at the duckbill. Tell me I'm wrong. Fight me. And I am the reigning authority, I think.
I don't know.
This person didn't know what was double weak to rock. Ludicolo is a bipedal plant Pokemon. It's called.
I mean, it's a grass type, but like it's based on a duck.
Is Flygon a Flygon bird?
No, Caleb. Just because it's a flying type does not make it a bird.
By wings, it's not a flying type.
Or just because it has fly in the name, rather.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay.
No, it's a bug.
Well, that's a bug. Yeah, but Flygon's not a bug either. Like, what you mean? That's why I asked. Yeah, but a dragonfly is a bug, though. What do you mean?
Yeah, but not a bird. Why would you ever?
I'm just asking questions. You know,
you look at that Pokemon and you tell me what part about it makes you think it's a bird.
The wings.
It's got like bug wings. They're not bird wings. They are differently.
You just asked me what it made it look like. I just said the wings. Yeah,
there are two pairs of like two wing sections. That's a bug trait, sir.
I'm just answering your question. You know. Yeah. Anyway, let's
tangent number 1 in the books.
Events. Yes. So it is Gigantamax Snorlax. It returns for the end of year max battle, and this is Sunday, the 14th, this upcoming weekend, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. I actually don't think I have one of these, so maybe I do it. I'm not sure, but
I think I have exactly one.
These aren't worth much though, because I don't know if I want to use all my nice sparkles on it, but from GoFest, okay,
yeah.
I do need to do a Gmax battle for like, I don't know, some quest that's been sitting in my thing for probably months. Maybe it was the GoFest thing actually, or something or other.
I know. I'm just trying to think how lazy I want to be on Sunday, honestly. Anyway, there's nothing else too much to this, so it's just the standard, max battle day kind of bonuses and all that stuff.
Yeah, no special move or anything.
Yeah. Is Max Mushrooms a new thing?
No.
No.
Well, no, because they have a whole thing for it. I know they had the mushrooms. I wasn't sure if it was like a max mushroom, like a better mushroom, because I never used it, so I don't. Why do they have a whole like explanation of what a max mushroom is in the bottom? We've had this. It's like
I don't know. It's like an ad, I guess.
Because I was like, imagine if there's a raid event and they put like, golden raspberry. I was like, wait, is this different than the usual golden raspberry? Because why do they have a whole headline for it? But okay, never mind. It's to confuse people like me.
You can like buy them, I guess. Like, hey, by the way, don't forget that you can get these in the store.
Yeah,
please.
I really wonder how many people buy
it.
I feel like people that
it's probably because unlike raid battles, these require a little more coordination. Because for most Gigantamax, you need 15 to 30 people, depending on what it is. It's not like raids where you just kind of like have your team of 6 and you tap. Like sometimes there is legitimately more strategy. So maybe they're reminding people like, hey, these mushrooms are something that can help you if you're not in a massive group of people, I think it might be worth mentioning because some people apparently forget they exist.
I just thought it's a different kind of mushroom. I thought the mushroom was just a mushroom, but
always mushroom with a friend.
Now you're gonna get that dumb meme stuck in my head.
I don't really remote rate ever, so that makes no difference in my remote rating habits. But anyway, that's just Gigantamax Snorlax events. Nothing too crazy, but something worth getting maybe for some people. Winter Holiday Part 1. All right. Honestly, these events are usually pretty good, or at least for the past few years, and a lot of people are excited for the Christmas tree Sudowoodo, which is actually a really cool costume.
The absolute best.
Well, some people would say the chargeable costume is actually even better.
No,
it looks like
those
a little
people are
present.
wrong. It's good. Don't get me wrong.
Is it because birds live in trees and this is why you're more partial to the tree?
Look at you. I'm a fan. I'm a general holiday fan.
Yeah, but look at the bow on your door. There's a bow on the charger bug,
Yeah, I know.
What?
Sudowoodo is rock!
Yeah. That's actually kind of crazy because birds usually eat bugs in the wildlife. But
I don't know why you guys have to science this.
I'm hitting back.
I can just like what I like.
Science this. We're psychoanalyzing it. Yeah.
There's insert that the meme that there's got to be a reason.
Okay, but Sudowoodo is pretty sick because it's lower down in the blog post, but you can buy the Christmas sweater with Sudowoodo that's got little fuzzy balls on it that you can buy in real life. That it sort of went around the Aussies a little bit. There was like, oh, that's sick. Except
what do you mean buy the actual?
You can own that physical clothing item.
Not just an avatar item.
No, real life. It exists.
Where is this?
I don't know. This showed up probably a month or two ago. Pokemon must have done a Christmas drop. But yeah, it's all obviously
they do every year.
That's
the Pokemon Center has a holiday because they do this for Halloween too. They release special stuff every year that's new for the holiday.
They honestly should have a Pokemon Go shop on their website or whatever, and you could match your avatar. They have the avatar fits. I've had this idea for years. I was that's an instant way to make money, right? You hear, oh, I want myself a Beware costume too, right? Or whatever. Or if they really want to double dip here, they could say you can only buy the items in real life if your avatar has it. Or they could be if your avatar has it, you get special discounts.
That doesn't celebrate the spirit of capitalism enough.
Well,
anyone can buy.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, well, they would be encouraging you to buy in game too, right? But Winter Holiday Part 1, Thursday, December 18th to Wednesday, December 24th. Obviously, the Part 2 will be afterward. We'll talk about that future week when we're closer to it. New costume Pokemon, Sudowoodo, Charjabug, Vikavolt, all have the holiday. Is Vikavolt also wearing a bow?
Yes.
Okay, nice.
Well, the picture's not in this blog. Which is, yeah. I saw that picture in one of the graphics that was going around.
I'm pretty sure it was the Galix graphic. Had the picture of the evolution with it.
Well, what the heck? Everyone listening to the YouTube version will see the Galix graphic if that is the case. I haven't seen it myself yet.
Oh yeah.
Well, luckily it's the one that's more meta relevant too. For Great League, at least. Event bonuses. Increased chance to hatch Shiny Pichu wearing a festive hat. Okay, that's not too bad. Shiny Kapu wearing a holiday ribbon from 7-kilometer eggs. I guess the increased chance is nice, but is it increased by 1%? We don't know. But just something to think about. All right, and then we have a holiday pass, kind of like the Halloween pass. Yep. 2 times XP for sending gifts, and 2 times starters from opening gifts to get the deluxe. That's a tier 1 bonus. Tier 2, additional items may be rewarded from opening gifts. And the deluxe is half egg catch distance. And then tier 3 is 50% more XP for winning raid battles. And then deluxe is 2 times XP from catching Pokemon. Honestly, these are all kind of underwhelming. But maybe that's me. I think the Halloween one was a little bit better. And wild encounters, you may encounter event-themed Pokemon in the wild. Swinub, Snorunt, Spheal, and more, and encounter Sudowoodo wearing the holiday hat and Charjabug wearing the holiday hat. So those are more rare spawns. So just ice stuff. These are like old ice Pokemon. The Swinub, Snow, and Spheal. They're not like costumed either. At least based on the blog post, they haven't specified. All right. So what's in the 7-kilometer eggs in case you're trying to hatch these things? Pichu, Cubchoo are the two with the holiday outfits. Smoochum, Cryogno, and Snom. Snom's kind of nice, I guess, because it's kind of new. I don't actually even think I have one. Now that I think about it.
Well, it's nice because it takes 400 candies to evolve it.
That's true.
I have 2. But
2 Snom or 2 of the evolution?
Yeah, you know me, I'm a grinder. Yeah. Although, how do I have 57 candy? Oh, because you get candy from hatching eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I would just say how usually the holiday events is kind of nice. This one looks kind of mid. It looks not that great. Is that just
the
me?
Costumes
really
are the most exciting part. Like,
that's the only exciting part. What else is
exciting?
The
new costume, the new costumes, but like everything else is kind of like meh.
There literally is nothing else exciting, I feel like, but
let's go. I'm the GOAT. Also, what do I know I ask this every time, but when you say an event doesn't look exciting, what do you want? Do you just want 4
there's
times
no bonuses really, and there's nothing worth catching. There's nothing new besides Snom is hatched. Well, what's new?
Oh, to you, there's nothing new, but
Well, okay. I mean, I guess some people might not have snow runs or.
Tristan's gone.
No.
Yeah, I think he might come back though, and it should sync back up. So we'll see what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun last time during the Anacore thing, right? During the Maroon 13, the same thing was happening, and it ended up being fine.
Well,
it did, yeah. So,
although it literally didn't matter because actually, you didn't have a video and we didn't talk. So
yeah. So I don't think it mattered too much, but we'll see what's going on there. But my guess is the app just crashed for him.
Yeah. But, so should we keep going? Because I have a response.
Just say your response. I think we could keep going.
Well, because Halloween, for example, didn't really have that many new things, right? But it has a lot of good bonuses, like a lot of extra candy, also costumes, obviously, so there's kind of a reason to play. But this one doesn't even have, I mean, it has costumes, but there's not really any good bonuses.
Okay, let me ask you this, because obviously I think there was this moment in time a couple of years ago where it seemed like all events after that, they were way more frequent and they were way worse. There was a famous period of mid that began, and even the big Pokemon Go content creators, the Trainer Tips and Zoe Two Dots of the world, they were what do I even make a video on? Because this is kind of lame. Would you want to sort of see the Halloween and holiday Christmas event be the 2 good ones of the year, and then it's okay if the rest is mid? Is that what you're hoping for, or is it just every event is should have something cool?
No. I think for bigger events like this, because this and with Halloween, they split it into 2 parts, so that they can stage different bonuses and sort of introduce new things. Because I think there is a new Pokemon coming with the second part of this event, but we'll get to that later. So I think that if you're gonna have this big event anyway, why not make it more special than kind of your average event? I think that's fair. I would also, because something else we've talked about is how they kind of overload us with events anyway. So I would also be okay if maybe they had less. So that sometimes the game is just sort of we can play with the spawns that are supposed to be based on biomes, just the regular stuff. And it's not like we don't have things to do in the game when there isn't an event. Now that we have party play and weekly challenges and the go passes and stuff like that. So
a lot of stuff going on.
There's a lot of stuff going on all the time. Honestly, I would be okay with less.
Yeah, I was talking to someone that was getting back into the game, and he's like, oh, there's, he's trying to get into a little bit PvP too. I was like, yeah, that's the hardest part, is just getting the right stuff. He's like, yeah, I see like Passimian around right now. I was like, oh, you see that right now, but like give it like a few days and it's like going to be 100% something else, So, and like the seasonal spawns don't even mean anything right now, right? Like what do they even do? So anyway, but yeah, I mean that's
the only biome like sort of seasonal spawn I think is still like Wiglet. Like not everyone has Wiglet because it's a rare sort of beach spawn.
And also the Toad Squirrel pre-evolution.
Oh yeah.
Are they really like seasonal spawn stuff?
That's not a seasonal spawn. That's a biome spawn.
Yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
Like
based on where you
are. Yeah, like the Wiglet. Yeah.
But I think the reason we were saying seasonal is because they do claim to change the sort of biome spawns each season. Right. You know.
Sure.
Yeah. So. Anyway, I don't know. I think it's okay. I'm not like that mad that they're saying anything crazy for the holiday season, but it's not something to really get me going and like catching more stuff, right? Because like outside the costume stuff, what do you really want? I don't there's nothing crazy in the eggs either, right? Besides the cost, like a chance of a costume Pikachu or Smoochum, whatever. Or is it Smoochum? No, the other thing.
Snob?
Cubchoo,
right?
Yeah, Cubchoo.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's going to do it for our winter holiday season part 1. And part 2, or not part 2, we have another. This is a big one. Remote trades. Trade remotely with your forever friends. So wait, Tristan, can you hear us? Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, okay. Everything good?
Yeah, just like kept crashing out.
Oh, but... yeah, I do that sometimes.
He really doesn't like the holiday event.
Yeah, talk about not liking it.
Anyway, so trade remotely with your forever friends. Now, this one I need to know more info on because everyone's raving about it. And I was like, I haven't read the blog post yet. I mean, we haven't recorded yet, but here we go. So this is pretty big. It's actually a big thing that like I think people have been asking for a while, and I think they're implementing it in a pretty creative way. So get ready to level up your Pokemon Go friendship. You can work to a newest level of friendship. It's crazy enough, some people have best friends, but other people, they got forever friends. What a great way to have forever friends for your forever game, which is Pokemon Go. Anyway, you'll be awarded with Remote Trade, which you can use to trade Pokemon with that friend from anywhere. Become forever friends, can now reach a level of new friendship, and there's rewards and XP along with 2 new perks. So when you become forever friends, you can make a remote trade together. Is it just one? Okay, well, I'll keep reading. You can keep engaging with your forever friends to earn friendship points. Earning more friendship points nets you rewards, including XP and additional remote trades. But please note, trainers can only have 1 remote trade available with each forever friend. So consider making that trade before you get enough friendship points to earn another. Right. So yeah, don't hold on to it. Right. This is not like a situation where you can mass trade with someone remotely, but it's great for lucky trades. Friendship points are a great way to increase it. And you can earn 1 friendship point per day with each friend by battling together, trading, sending gifts, completing other interactions. You can also earn additional friendship points by completing weekly challenges together. So, great way to encourage people to do weekly challenges. I've done a total of 2, and I think I contributed like a total of 3 Pokemon collectively between the 2. But, and then, so how's the remote trades work? So, you'll be asked to use a special remote trade tag to mark the Pokemon that you would be willing to trade with your forever friends. Once you become forever friends with someone, you'll each be able to see the Pokemon that the other person has marked with the remote trade tag. These are the Pokemon that they are willing to trade. To kick off the remote trade, each trainer takes turns selecting up to 3 of their friends' suggested tag Pokemon that they would be happy to receive. These are wish lists and are sent to the other trainer. Each trainer selects one of the requested Pokemon to offer to the other. Both trainers then review the final offerings and have a chance to confirm or cancel, etc., etc. You can decline if you want to. If you're lucky friends, your next trade will be lucky, even if it's remote. That's a big one. And they do not count. Remote trades do not count as special trades, regardless of which Pokemon were traded remotely. That is crazy, and that's
a little.
Real good.
I don't know. That's a little sus. Like I'm not sure if
sus? It's like too good to be true.
Yeah.
This is the real.
No. This is
the
other way.
real holiday events, right?
They didn't know how to code it with the dates and stuff.
Yeah.
So they were just like, you know what, you can have it. we won't figure it out. If you're trading like an Australian on the 21st and an American on the 20th, just cancel it.
I didn't think about that, but that actually might be pretty true.
Yeah.
But that's really nice though. I mean, it's not easy to get like forever friends, I guess, and probably the remote trade. So it's not like you could just like spam all your lucky friends to get rid of them in like a day. But that is pretty cool. And then the following Pokemon cannot be included in remote trades. So Pokemon caught in the last 30 days, which I think is fair. Pokemon previously traded, obviously. Shadow Pokemon, Mythic Pokemon, all the standard things. Pokemon defending gyms and stuff as your current buddy. Actively Mega Evolved Pokemon, so you can just wait till it's not Mega, I guess. Fused Pokemon, Crown Sword Zacian, Crown Shield Zamazenta. So you just like defuse him or uncrown them essentially if you want to trade him. And then Pokemon placed at Pokemon Playgrounds. What is that?
So is that a feature that isn't out yet? Because
no, it is out.
It is out.
What is it?
But like, I've never seen one.
Yeah, I've never seen.
Well, I don't even heard of this. What's a Pokemon Playground, Tristan?
I haven't used it myself. It's just funny because, like, I had to look it up because I wasn't 100% sure. It's like an AR feature. I just find it funny because like everyone's been like, "What the heck is a Pokemon Playground?"
Yeah, this is the first time I'm hearing about it.
It's some AR feature where you can like leave your Pokemon there for like, I don't know, a couple days or something, and then other people can go and like, I think like play with your Pokemon and like take snapshots of like their Pokemon with your Pokemon or something like that. But like I think they're only in like very select locations. Like it's definitely a feature that's out in the game. It's just like not in a lot of places, and I feel like they didn't do a very good job of like announcing it or promoting it. Plus, like most people don't care about AR features that much anyways, so like
I remember them announcing it, but yeah, it must be so limited because I've never seen one.
I think I've seen one once, and I was like, "What the heck is this?" And then I just ignored it because I wasn't interested.
To be fair, this might be one of those Niantic versus Scopely splits where Niantic cared about it because they're an AR company, and now that it's Scopely, it's like, why would we bother with this?
That one guy left in the AR department be like, guys, what about this Pokemon Playground? Can you add this to the website too?
Getting back to the remote trade thing, I do think that the idea of like the wish list is really cool. Because at first when they announced this, I was like, that's really awesome. But now I have to like coordinate with everyone who like doesn't live near me, and who I don't remember their Discord handle. I don't know.
Some of them might just be lucky friends. Like if you added it on like a random person on Reddit, right, from years ago. If you did that, right?
The actual like solution / answer is using Campfire. So I think if I've read something that was like, if your friends in game, you can message them on Campfire.
True, but don't they have to have Campfire? What if they never downloaded it?
Well, then too bad, so sad, I guess.
No. That's what I'm saying. I think this wish list thing is actually a really cool workaround for that very problem.
Yeah.
Of not knowing the best way to get in touch with someone to like coordinate what you're going to trade each other. Because worst case scenario, you pick out 3 Pokemon and they're just like, no, I don't want any of those. And you can like keep doing it until something like works without necessarily have to worry about an extra level of communication. So it's still not perfect, but I think this is a really nice workaround to the idea that like you might not know how to contact everyone on your friends list.
Yeah, it's well thought through in some, like they didn't have to do that.
Yeah, they certainly did not.
So, go ahead.
I was gonna say the one like weird thing is that you can't trade Pokemon caught in the last 30 days. I don't really know what the point of that limitation was.
So my guess is, what if it's like a new event, right? Exclusive to like a region. So let's say, I don't know. It's like, let's say, is there anything coming out in the Go Tour? Or the upcoming Kalos Tour? I don't know. Okay, let's use a past example. Like Grimstone, when it first came out, right?
Yeah.
It was in... They had an event in Japan, right?
Yeah.
So some people don't have that because the event hasn't happened, the global one, yet. So you can't just like get that before you have your own event. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of.
I guess.
Because within the 30 days, usually the global event of whatever like in-person event will have taken place within 30 days, right?
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of.
That seems to me like the most reasonable explanation for that, because I was kind of wondering about that too, Tristan. I was like, what would be the point in like just letting people trade something they just got if they want to?
And then I think the thing I was hearing is people were saying that it takes like 90 days to get to Forever Friends.
Correct. Yes, and then because it is live now. Like I have it in my game. I was just
I need to start opening these gifts then.
I was just talking to Jen about it, actually.
Yeah, because I know they debuted it in Australia, but like
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
They rolled it out slowly after that.
But that was like only a few days ago, so they've already globally rolled it out. Right?
It was like New Zealand start, and then like once we're good, like okay, start rolling it out. I think I got it pretty early.
Okay. And then
I don't know if you bothered, but you could go through your friend list and sort of like scroll through and see who was still on like 4 hearts and who had a 5th heart to know whether their like account had been updated or not. And so I was like selectively or that, but like before, like so Caleb, say you didn't get the update yet, but Kaz did. In my friends list, Kaz would have 5 hearts, but you would only have 4. So for days, I would just ignore anyone that was a 4-heart friend and just focused on the 5ers.
Wait, so for anyone that's not been playing the game or not logged on, they would always be like a 4-hearter, right?
That was my guess at first. I don't know if it's
because that would really like help me limit who I send in open.
I mean, just don't send to anyone that's still level 50 and below.
That is true. That's a good point. Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah, because if you don't log in, I mean, it's an automatic update, so I don't think it would necessarily pick that up as like, oh, this hasn't been updated.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay. It has updated people that have not logged in. Can confirm.
So what do you mean? So like there's
an account that I'm friends with that has not opened the game in probably 5 years, and they have 5 hearts. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. See, so Tristan is right. The better solution is to kind of look at who's below level 50 and be like, do they really play this game?
Yeah.
I think everyone has it now, though. Because like even yesterday, I didn't think that everyone did, but I'm scrolling through now and I don't see anyone in 4 hearts.
And then this other thing I was hearing was that it sounds like once you get your like distance trade, I thought I heard it takes another 90 days of interaction to get another one.
Yeah. To get another remote
another remote trade.
90 friendship points.
That would make sense, which is not that bad because it's not like you go lucky that quickly anyway, right? Like sometimes it'll be over 9 days before you go lucky again. So it's kind of a way to encourage you to like open gets to go lucky anyway, and then you're kind of like doing 2 birds with 1 stone. I actually don't hate that feature at all.
I mean, it's like that sounds like, oh no, that's a lot. But you're telling me you can remote trade with everyone on Earth 4 times a year. That's a lot. Like that's pretty good.
I'm about to open all these gifts right now.
Listen, after waiting so long for them to find a way to implement like remote trading worldwide, after kind of using that test many years ago where we could remote trade with people who were within 60 kilometers or something. I will take anything. I will take anything they will give me to be able to like trade with you, Steve, or like, or all the lucky friends I have accumulated that I just don't live anywhere remotely near.
Yeah.
Except Kaz, we're not best friends yet, so gift up.
It's true. Okay.
We're still low friendship too, Kaz, but I was doing for low friendship trades. Do you wanna go up or?
I mean, sure. I'm gonna be terrible at gifting, probably still either way. So.
Wait, let me actually see where we're at.
Why?
We're so low.
Here's the thing.
I'll think I added Kaz to my weekly challenge party last week to get those friendship points.
Wait, so the weekly challenge does more like you get 2 interactions, right? Because regular interaction, the weekly challenge gives you an additional one. But you can only do 1 weekly challenge per day, right?
Yeah, it's not like you can be in multiple. Week. It's not like you can be in multiple groups per week. You settle on your.
It gives you 7 interaction points, though. If you
yeah. So it's actually really good.
But you can only do it once a week. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're getting 7, so it's like you open a GIF every day.
It's a weekly
That's actually
challenge.
Better. That's better.
It's a weekly challenge. You can't do a weekly challenge every day.
Because the weekly challenge ends in like an hour. Like it's just like they're so easy to complete.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not even catching anything.
Like whoever you're doing your weekly challenge with, if you like have someone that you do it the whole time with, you can get to Forever Friends in 45 days. You interact every day. You do every weekly challenge. You're there in a month and a half.
I see. People just been inviting me randomly to it, and I mean I don't mind, but I didn't.
I didn't really know how it worked because I had never done one before, and then Tristan invited me to one, and it said I could invite people, and I just like willy-nilly, I was like, I'll invite Jen, and then Jen was like, oh, I hope I didn't take someone else's spot. I'm like, oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, sorry, Tristan.
Technically she did.
Tristan was like, no, it's okay. I was wondering who that was, though.
Yeah. No one invite Kaz into our weekly challenge if it happens, because I don't want our friendship to go up, vice versa. Don't invite me either.
I thought you said we were gonna do it now.
No, I looked at it. Our friendship's quite low. We have a lot of good low friendship traits. Fine. I mean, also, like, realistically, how long does it take before we get to forever friends, right? We're gonna see each other before then, and then
it's true.
knock out some low friendship traits. Maybe after the next time, because unless we keep dude, if we keep battling each other in Go Battle League, then that might be moot because we'll level up. Because we battled twice already this week, so.
Yeah, but I do like the weekly challenges. I think that that's a good way to kind of get like substitute, like, hey, if you can do this instead of remembering to open these people's gifts.
Yeah, I think they need to increase the gift limit because they're also increasing the total amount of friends, right? Is this on this blog post? I don't even think it says it.
Yeah, it is.
I think they need to increase the friend limit, or they need to increase how much we can open per day. And they do, like, there are ways of doing that, like we've had with the Go Pass adding.
But it needs to be even more than that.
Yeah, exactly. The other like weird sort of niche request I would make that I don't think maybe a lot of people realize, but I know that it's been posted about in the past, like on Twitter and stuff, is that why can I only change the nicknames of like 20 friends in a
dude,
in
I
a
don't
day?
understand that too.
What the heck?
That's such a weird thing to do as well. Like, I don't understand why that is even. There's some really weird restrictions in this game.
I'll literally make a typo and go back and change it, and it's like, no, you can't do that until tomorrow. I'm like, what the? What?
I don't think it's tomorrow. I think it's like you can maybe change it like an hour or two later, but it's still pretty annoying.
No, it's like legitimately
like the whole day. Yeah.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah,
it says
kind of crazy,
for the day.
Yeah, I've been in that spot before too, and I'm just like, I don't know why this is something that even has any type of restriction.
Well then you better be changing your nicknames at 11:50 p.m. so you get refreshed 10 minutes later.
Literally, the workaround that I did was making a physical list of everybody and like putting what like nickname I wanted to give them so that I could plan out the most effective way to group everybody together by nickname.
Oh my gosh.
Hi Kaz, can you please change your name to have an A at the start? I'd like to put you in the A group on my friends list. Thank you.
You know what they need? We just need tags for friends, like we have tags for Pokemon.
That'd be so nice.
Yeah. That would be nice actually. But...
Man,
hopefully if you're listening.
I've been so bad about gifts, but I'm gonna get back into it. I just sent you a gift and opened your gift, Tristan. So I just went lucky with someone too.
If you're okay, listen, if you're on my friends list, I know I'm a terrible opener and sender. I'm going to try and be better. This is my promise.
You know how bad I am with gifts? I got a sticker. I just opened up a gift for someone with a sticker from 2022.
Yeah.
it was a Community Day Pokemon with 2022 on the sticker. But for what it's worth, this is a friend I haven't seen in years, and we were a lucky friend. So I just I wasn't opening his gifts to begin with. But he's also.
I was gonna say the other thing that would be nice is when like for the weekly challenges, like if someone's already in a thing, you can't invite them, right? Mm-hmm. But when you go to invite them, it just like has like them like grayed out or an X by them or something. I wish it would just like filter all the people you can invite to the bottom of the list by the way, whatever way you're sorting, so that it's like easier to like see who you can actually invite. Because like last week, like I saw they went up, but I just got busy early in the week, so I didn't start a weekly challenge group until like Thursday or Friday, and then I was like, who do I need friendship with that's not in a thing yet?
I got invited.
Oh,
I was like,
wait, so it doesn't like just take out everyone that's already been in one?
No, they're still there. You just can't add them. So it's a pain to like scroll through your whole list.
That would be a nice quality of life change. I've never invited anyone, so I didn't even know.
Yeah, no, I mean, Debbie just sets one up every week, invites me, and I say, okay, do nothing and get 7 friends of hardship. But I just assumed that, like, I guess for most people, they don't go scrolling through the lists. Like, in the, like, Australian Discords, I've sort of seen, like, hey, I've got 2 slots open, like, anyone want in? And, like, you know, people stick their hands up. So it's more targeted. So it's not as much of a problem, I guess. But, yeah, in your scenario, it is annoying.
Yeah, because I got busy and didn't make it to like Thursday or Friday, so like most people were in a thing. Luckily, Kaz wasn't, and I needed friendship with her.
Yo, this is a big dub, though. Well done, well done, Scopely devs. It's just like something that people have wanted in a while, but the way they implemented it is way more creative, I think, than the dude. I just went lucky with 2 of my friends because I actually finally opened gifts. But anyway, so yeah, I think it's just way more creative than like what people have thought before. Because before I was like, oh, maybe everyone that you're lucky with, you could do a remote trade, but it can't be a new dex entry or a new shiny or something like that. But they don't even have those restrictions, which is quite nice. Mm-hmm. And yes, this can't be like instant, but it's something to work for and gets people like opening gifts and stuff, right? So
I remember when I remember talking about it with people and being like, oh, you can do remote trades with anyone anywhere, but like maybe no matter what it is, it's a special trade, so that you can only do 1 per day. Like, I think a lot of people had discussed a lot of limitations on it, and this is actually a quite like more free than I think any of us anticipated.
It's clever because it gets you excited to do the weekly challenge, even though it's really easy, but it gets you to do the weekly challenge. It gets you opening gifts again with people that you're already lucky with, right? It gets you sending gifts. I don't know. It gets you playing the game in ways that make you feel motivated for it. Yeah, it's kind of a grind, but like, this is not that hard, right? I just been really lazy about gifts for
it's a good implementation because it got Caleb to open my gift finally.
Yeah, exactly. See what I mean?
You got me to do a weekly challenge with Tristan,
How many did you catch in that weekly challenge?
I did not enough. Not as many as him. That's
I literally did 0 for mine, but
yeah, I was working a lot like this past weekend, and it was a community day, and I couldn't even really get out and play that at all. So it was kind of a bummer. So thank you for pulling the weight, Tristan.
It was my Go Plus that pulled all the weight.
Thank you, Tristan's Go Plus.
Yeah. Like legit, I was just like driving around, and then I was like at like an event and stuff, and I just had it running in the background. I probably hand caught like 5 Pokemon, and all of those were GBL encounters.
I just pulled mine up, and like for the last few weeks, I was doing one with Debbie. Would just invite like Zoe and her husband Alan, or partner Alan. And this week, Zoe wasn't with us, but Alan was. Alan mogged me so hard, and he like doesn't even play this game. I got like 2, and he spun 94 Pokestops, and I was like,
oh. Steve, I think you just lost your title of Australia's biggest grinder. It's Alan now.
Congratulations, Alan, you've done it.
No, that's how mine looks right now because I'm in one with Jen and our friend Melissa, and like me and Melissa are like this tiny sliver, and Jen is like.
Hey.
But I mean, she works at like a big campus hospital, and I know she was traveling last weekend, so I'm like, you're out and about, okay?
Yeah, maybe that's the case. Okay, well, that's a good one, and I'm glad now I know how it works too, because I legitimately didn't even open a gift until now because I didn't know how it worked. All right. Another event.
In fairness, you might have not had the like 5th bar until like today or yesterday. Anyway,
it was legitimately today, like earlier this afternoon. I think was
then perfect.
People realized
absolutely. All
that
right,
America had it already.
Okay.
I mean, some of you did. Not all of you. Most of you didn't. Some of you did.
Steve would know.
Yeah, I'm on the West Coast.
Was it like by time zone or something?
No. It was like little bursts. Like it came out in waves.
Wow.
People slowly got it.
Okay.
So I was like, again, I was interacting with specific friends because they had it early.
You should have taken screenshots so we know who the favored ones are.
Yeah.
I know I was.
Oh yeah. And then the last thing was just that the number of friends you can have is going up, but apparently it's going up like gradually. Like, it's like a certain amount per week increase or something weird like that. I don't really know. It is what it is.
I think it's 50 a week is my guess.
Well, good news for all my Battle Frontier pairings. I don't have to delete a bunch of people.
I'm personally not in a rush to add like 50 plus people a week, so I'll be fine. But some people probably might use that up right away.
Yeah, you can still only open what, like 40?
But Kaz, you can just send battles and get friendship interaction through battles and remote raids and think of the forever trades you can get.
I need them. I have like 150 lucky friends right now or something.
That's very true.
Let me see how many I have.
That's just a guess, but
145.
Oh
no, I gotta actually check.
But I think there's some of mine that don't play the game anymore. So.
I have just over.
I think
100.
so too.
Yeah,
I have 159.
Oh,
and I remember I deleted like 30 probably 3 months ago. I was like, oh, we're never going to see each other. Bye.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still time to re-add, right?
I wouldn't remember who they are, to be honest.
Yeah. If I hate your guts too.
If we were lucky friends and you were no longer on my friends list, we're.
I'm at 133. I think I forgot. I think I knocked out more than I realized that like NAIC and Worlds is why.
Yeah.
I did like none.
Okay.
You
just at LAIC too? Come on, Steve.
Yeah, I don't think of lucky trades, man. I don't like them that it's like a 1 in 64 chance of being any good. So it's like, why am I bothering?
It's not 1 in 32.
Well, you can be either 12, 13, 14, or 15. So it's 4 times 4 times 4, which is oh no, is that how it works? Yeah, 4 times 4 times 4, 64.
Yeah,
1 in 64, baby.
Where did I get 132 from?
I don't know. Maybe
I've been saying the wrong thing for years.
I mean, 1 in 32 might be the odds of getting like a 98%.
No, that's definitely not like what I'm promoting, though. Oh, okay. 1 in 64. Maybe I knew that at one point, but I've been saying 1 in 32 for like a long time now.
Oops.
That's why I don't have the PhD and Josh does. Anyway, let's talk about this next event, Celestial Research Day. I don't think this is really much. I mean, unless you're Tom Cruise, right? You're not really that excited. But December 20th, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, Lunatone and Soul Rock are in research. It's pretty much it, honestly.
Actually, that's it.
Like, this is a pretty underwhelming.
There's no wild spawns. What the heck?
This is like the blog post itself is so small. Yeah, I feel like they're just like, well, it's the solstice again or whatever. It's time to do a solstice type event. I mean, I'm glad they're not taking up a whole week doing this stuff.
It is the solstice.
Yes.
I mean, they did both get weather ball. There's that.
Okay.
Do you have your Ultra League ones built, Caleb?
No, but I have. I could make them. Wait, let me see. So I mean, hey, it's an interlude season. Maybe I could. Okay, I have a rank 15 for Ultra League, which is not bad. How
of which one?
Soul Rock, and the Lunatone. I think I have a rank 1 that I think I already made for Battle Frontier factions.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was like a Ultra League like Battle Frontier meta that like one of them was pretty good in, but a lot of people didn't have the XLs yet, so like it's maybe not open relevant, but sometimes Battle Frontier does those like limited metas for Ultra League.
I used it in at least 1 week or 2, and it was pretty hard to use, even though it looked good into my opponent. Yeah, pre-weather ball though, but I don't know if the weather ball actually helps so much. Anyway, so that's that. Nothing too wild. Yep. And then Go Fest. So save the dates. Go Fest is announced. Tokyo, Chicago, and Copenhagen are the locations for this year. Tokyo will be May 29th to June 1st. And then...
Now, this is the crazy part, though. It says ticketed citywide gameplay will begin on Monday, May 25th.
Oh.
Whoa.
That's like the week ahead of time.
So literally, so for Tokyo, you could play an entire week of Go Fest if you bought like all the city experience like the whole week besides your park day.
Wow. Yeah.
That's great.
This is happening for the other 2 locations as well. Chicago, Grant Park. So we go back to Chicago since 2019. Actually, it's been a while since we've been back there. That was actually my first ever Go Fest. And
but the ticketed citywide gameplay for
that one's on Thursday. Yeah,
those only begin
the day before.
The day before.
So the Tokyo one's kind of wild, actually. That's very wild.
Yeah, because Tokyo's Monday through Monday, and then Chicago and Copenhagen are Thursday through Sunday.
I don't know.
Well, good reason to go to Japan, I guess. But it would be kind of hot during that time too. But
And then Copenhagen is the same weekend as NAIC, I believe.
Once again.
Yeah, same thing last year, right?
Yeah.
I think it's like the 3rd year that that's happening.
You know that meme? It's like if I win the lottery, there'd be signs, right? The sign for me would be I would spend a whole week in Tokyo.
Yeah.
So you see me there, then something nice happened in the next few months. But
my sign would be you would literally see me everywhere.
Your sign? Oh, for you? Like you'd be at
I
every,
would
tournament?
travel so much.
Yeah.
And not just for Pokemon. I'm talking birds, baby.
I wasn't even thinking it was for Pokemon. I was thinking it was for birds.
I
wasn't even thinking
Dude,
like,
tell us
oh,
the
I'm going
Pokemon
to like
You said,
Africa
well,
for
you
a
said
Tropius.
tournaments, and I was like, no, Caleb, don't be foolish.
Well, that's why I went first, and then I was just like, no, it's not for Pokemon. Come on. No. Every yeah.
That's why Merida turned into a week-long trip with my parents and Jen.
That's dope. Is Jen competing? She should just throw her
No,
name in
no.
there.
That's what I sent you
Why
guys
not?
the picture, because she told me, she was like, I got about like 3/4 of the way to signing up to compete before I realized, oh no, that's not what I want. And I was like, no, Jen on stream, hype.
Wait, so it's for a spectator pass?
Yeah, she just got a spectator
But
pass.
what is there to spec? Because they don't stream anything. What are you spectating as a spectator at?
It's
these
a
events?
regional. It's not a special event, so I believe there will be a stream.
Not official.
I don't.
All of LATAM so far, they have only streamed that top 3 of that last one, and that's it.
Oh, really? I thought
yeah.
I saw on the website that it was like an official.
It actually
event or whatever.
might have a stream this. I feel like there was some mumbling of something being streamed.
I mean, I'm not saying they might have had spectator tickets in the past for LATAM events, and like, sure, maybe it's like fine for people that want to go and stuff. I'm just curious as an actual spectator for the event, if it's not, there's no official broadcast, and maybe a lot of times there's not an unofficial one. What do you even do there?
Okay, this has been the case for Australia for the most part for many years before I started doing stuff.
Yeah.
You can play in side events. You can get prize wall stuff.
Okay, so
Actually,
you can do
Australia
stuff,
used to
yeah.
not even have prize wall stuff, so I don't know what they were doing. But like also if you just like if you're I don't know if your partner is playing, then you can sort of hang around.
Just go there for moral support, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just like weird because like as like let's say my mom went to my sports games growing up, like she's in the stands, she could still watch me, right? Like compete and swim or whatever sport I was doing. But for this, it's just like, oh, like if I'm Jen, I go and I was like, oh, Kaz is playing. I'm like, well, I can't like watch her play when she's at the tables and there's nothing on, else to watch. So I just think it's interesting. If anyone has any ideas on that, let me know. Let us know in the comments down below.
I've never thought about the tables thing because in Australia, like it's not wardened off like it is at your big fancy events. Like the tables are accessible. You can watch whoever you want over their shoulder, really.
I mean, for regionals for NA, it is kind of like that too. But like no one ever does that. It's like not really. It's kind of. I don't know if it's taboo or the judges would say something, but like if the players are playing like let's say like I'm about to go next, like or like my tape, like I'll be playing the winner of something, or I'll just like stand pretty far back and just like wait, right? Because I don't want to miss getting my table signed, but maybe no one really does like the over the shoulder watching kind of thing in NA at least.
I wonder if it's just Australian culture because we didn't have streams, and so it was the only way to watch.
It's a smaller community too, right? So I think it's fine, but like I don't know. I think. I haven't tried, but my guess is the judges in NA would probably be like, hey, like you shouldn't do that. I don't know if there's any official rules to it or not. There might be, but yeah. That's at least culture in NA. I don't know what it's like in EU and LATAM, but anyway, okay. So Chicago Go Fest, June 5th to June 7th, and of course the day before you could do a citywide gameplay as well. And then Copenhagen is unfortunately going to be overlapping with NAIC. But Friday the 12th to the 14th, and the citywide gameplay is going to be 11th. So
I guess if you're a European going to NAIC, go a week early, do the Chicago one, and then NAIC it up.
True. Yeah. I think that's what Nanaquins did last year, right?
Yeah. There was a handful of people that did that last year.
Yeah, I think Montreal did as well, too.
I think like all of the other Aussies that went to NAIC did it, actually. I did not.
Yeah.
I don't think all, but there was a small contingent, I know. I think it was like Jai and Adam and like one other Aussie.
Yeah, it checks out.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Let's go to Kaz's corner. It's been a second.
Okay. Now, question before
we're doing the old scoreboard because who knows when
My question is, do we just combine them because there was never really a like Anakor's gone now. We basically did one.
That's a good point. We might as well just combine it. It's not like because Anicor's here, it messed up the points, right?
Yeah.
So all right, so yeah, Josh brings that up because me and him got a point last time. So it is indeed 10-10 to 11. We might be able to tie it up this time, man.
It's our time, Caleb. You and me.
Hold on. I actually left
if it's
my
not
phone.
our time, at least hopefully it's my time, you know.
I actually left the phone in the other room that has the question on it, so I gotta go get it.
That's fine.
I'll be right back. You guys discuss Anicor's lack of Kaz's Corner experience.
Well,
yeah, I mean, it's
not too much to discuss because you just don't got much.
It's because all 5 of us had to be in the one spot at once, which was a rare occurrence.
I will say, while editing the last couple of weeks, there weren't a lot of times where just the 4 of us either together. So
yeah, I mean, I went through this, Tristan, before we started recording, but like in the last 2 months, I think I was on 2 episodes. So
Steve would rather be in the middle.
And I know
of
for one of them that you're
on,
it was just me, you, and Anicor. So
yeah.
And
then actually the other one was when we did the Kaz's Corner because they were all 5 of us for Maroon 13.
Oh, okay, exactly right. So we couldn't even do Kaz's Corner even if Anicor wasn't here. Like we weren't even waiting for 5. We just didn't have the 4 of us either. So
yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so we'll see.
Steve would rather just be in the middle of nowhere than hang out with us and record.
You know,
I hated it so much.
We should do like a seasonal winner because like this points can keep going up, but we should like actually like crown a champion or something at like maybe the end of the calendar year or something like that.
Yeah,
maybe we should do that. Idea. And then we'll reset it because otherwise this number goes up like in like a couple years it's like 32 to like 27 to whatever. It's just like what's the point? All right, Kaz. So we decided, but
it's Kaz's corner.
It is your corner, so we decided to give you this recommendation.
Caleb decided.
We decided to give you this recommendation.
Caleb decided.
Well, no, it seemed like Steve was on board. I don't know about Tristan. I think Tristan's scared because we're about to take his throne, maybe. But anyway, what we said, and you can see if you like this idea or not, is maybe at the end of every calendar year, we reset the numbers for Kaz's Corner.
I do think that's actually a good idea.
Because we're just saying like this number keeps going up and like nothing really happens, right? So maybe we have like a seasonal winner, right? And this would be probably just 2024, I guess, to 2025 because technically we started a year ago.
This has been like the number for every single time we've played since we started doing it.
Yeah. So maybe we'll do, and then I don't know, what do we do? Like we have like a champion or maybe I don't know what happens.
I mean, the glory is probably enough.
The glory's nice, but I feel like there should be like a distinguishing factor.
Everyone else has to shave their head bald.
Shoot.
Don't tempt him with a good time.
I mean, I guess Cass wouldn't be impacted by this because she's not one of the participants.
It's true.
We can think of something. I don't know what though, but maybe if someone has recommendations, drop it down below. It doesn't have to be a punishment. It could be like a But anyway, we'll think of that. All right, we're ready. If you like the idea, we could go with that too. Yeah.
No, I think that's a good idea to have a point at which it resets.
Should you? Okay. Oh, you know what you should do? If there's a tie, let's say it's Steve and Tristan are tied for the most points at the end. You do like tiebreaker questions until someone is like come out on top. Because like, what happens if the last episode, like our final episode this year, like a Christmas episode, and we're like all like have the same points, and like it was like we all win this year, right? We did all this year for a tie. Seems like kind of anticlimactic, right?
That seems good to have like some tiebreaker questions ready for the end of the year. Mm-hmm. I like that too. You guys are good at this. Okay. So since we've been talking a lot about costume Sudowoodo, that's who we're going to feature today. So how do other Pokemon actually tell the difference between Sudowoodo and real trees?
This is a crazy question because, look at it. Are we being real? Maybe I won't say this. I'll save it just in case.
There's a reason that is listed in the Pokedex, and I have my own issues with it, but we'll get to that once.
Okay. Other Pokemon,
there is an official
all
reason.
Other Pokemon.
Yeah, it just how do other Pokemon distinguish it from an actual tree?
I have the picture.
Yes, you can look up a picture. I would recommend looking up a regular picture, not the holiday one, Steve.
Aww.
I was like, the holiday one. I was
ornaments, obviously.
Let me change tabs.
Someone could decorate a tree in the wild ornaments too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is this like an action they do?
Nah.
I will tell you it is not an action.
It's not an action.
So you can't. Yeah, I will tell you it's not like the dancing.
Well, no. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. No, I meant like an action that
because the animation.
I'm saying like the action that the
game
Pokemon
is like
does
jazz
to
hands.
Sudowoodo.
It's like.
Yeah. Oh, we lost Tristan for a second. I mean, like a action we do to like. So, let's say I'm a Pikachu. I do something to the Pseudo. Okay.
No.
How can you tell?
I'm locking in.
Okay.
Tristan seems to be rejoining, so maybe he'll be locked in soon enough, perhaps.
Yeah. This is a hard one because I don't even know where to start.
Yeah. I just have one feeling, and it's the only thing I have. And this is the Kaz's Corner experience. You either get an answer straight away, or you just sit and you ponder and you sit in anguish.
Yeah, Steve's approach to the corner is just to go with gut feelings.
Yeah. And it's done okay.
Yeah, whatever gives me the right vibe, you know. Yeah. And sometimes you'll like think of something immediately and be like, done. But sometimes you sit there and think a minute and then you're like, okay. This is where my feeling is at.
And once we hit the button, we're locking it. Like the job is done. The task has been complete. How are you doing, Tristan?
I don't know.
It's a tough one to crack when you just have nothing to grasp onto. It's like, where do you go? It's a hard one to spawn in something for.
I still feel like you might be overthinking it.
I don't know what I'm thinking right now.
Right. They sit and they listen out for Sudowoodo.
Don't be saying too much now. That might be real. Okay, I'm ready. Are you guys ready?
Hold on.
This is a hard one. It's a hard one because I've seen the anime, but I don't remember exactly what happens. And I also remember interacting with the Sudowoodo in Silver.
Is it one of those like Snorlax type beats where it's sitting in one spot blocking the way?
I think so. Or maybe I'm thinking of Snorlax. But I could have sworn there's a Sudowoodo thing like that in Gen 2 and Silver.
You can. It's not like Snorlax is. There's the one that you encounter and it's actually animated, or two. But the Sudowoodo, I think sometimes when you use like the cut action, to get through a pathway.
Oh yes. It doesn't work on Sudowoodo.
The original HM, it doesn't work on Sudowoodo. Or I think in some games you could actually get a wild encounter from it, like of a Sudowoodo or some other grass type. Like I thought it was randomized. I don't know why I think that. It's been a long time since I've played those games.
All right, wait. Start the question one last time.
How do Pokemon actually tell the difference between Sudowoodo and real trees?
I have something else in mind too. I feel like it's so
the
far
longer
off.
Tristan thinks, the more Caleb is going to think about his answer.
Yeah.
His resolve is melting. I mean, here's my question. Do you think you're going to figure it out and you'll be like, oh, this is it?
No, it's just it's something that just went through my mind, but I don't know if it's it makes sense or not. So I'm just going to stick with what I have, but yeah. All right. I'm ready to go. Tristan?
Sure.
All right.
Okay, he's got something. I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, send. Okay, so Tristan says by the leaves.
Yours kind of actually looks. Yours is pretty good, Steve. I think.
Caleb says they look for its roots, and Steve says it always looks the same. And this is where I'm at. The Pokedex actually does say that it is because Sudowoodo is consistently green, right? It doesn't change throughout the year. So, technically, Tristan and Steve are both right, even though they said different things.
I mean, you rule on that because is that what they meant? Because I don't think that's what they meant.
Well, I do think it's kind of what Tristan meant. Am I right, Tristan?
What did you mean?
Like you meant that the leaves are always like it's always green.
Or they're like circles. That's what I
meant that they like look at the leaves and like they're not the same as like a tree.
Yeah,
you know?
The leaves look different. Is what he's saying. Then
none of us gave the meaning that was intended. None of us.
Yeah. What did you mean, Steve?
I meant
like,
that.
What does it always looks the same?
Like, I meant because during autumn it's green and the other trees turn different colors.
yeah.
I just meant that
was crazy.
It's always like there with 3 circles on this side. It's 3 circles on this side. It's got 2 little things sticking out here. They look identical. They got.
I think he means every pseudo-wudo looks the same as every other pseudo-wudo, but every tree looks a little different from other trees.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess none of you are right. In fact.
Okay. That
because
that
it says
makes sense. Yeah,
it says Sudowoodo camouflages itself as a tree to avoid being attacked by enemies. However, because its hands remain green throughout the year, the Pokemon is easily identified as fake during winter.
Wait, shiny Sudowoodo. Is that one?
I was gonna make a joke about the shiny, to be honest.
Yeah. See, but that's the thing. Shiny Sudowoodo does, in fact, look like an autumn tree. More so, but also there are such a thing as evergreen trees.
Yes.
Right? Like I live in the American South and our live oaks actually like the leaves fall and they will change color after they fall, but they don't actually change color on the tree.
Yeah, but the problem is by then Sudowoodo's leaves don't fall either, so that's the giveaway.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I get sort of the intention behind the Pokedex, like to sort of draw attention to seasonal cycles, and how we still have those in the Pokemon universe. But I don't necessarily think it's the most accurate thing either.
I mean, there's some trees that just like don't lose their leaves, though, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. Like I mentioned, the live oaks.
The one behind Kaz.
That's a Douglas fir, actually. But you can also tell that's not a Sudowoodo because it's not round.
Yeah, it doesn't have 3 green things over here.
You don't have to tell us why we can tell it's not Sudowoodo. I think no one thought it was a Sudowoodo in the background.
Are you sure? Because when I was shopping for trees, I was sort of checking them all, making sure that I don't accidentally bring home a Sudowoodo.
Well, say like, hey, this is by the way, guys, this is a real cat. This is not a Meowscalata behind me, in case anyone was curious.
It's confusing now because Sudowoodo has this Christmas costume, so it's harder to tell.
I can't get over the fact that like people are actually confusing Sudowoodo with a real tree when it looks like that. Like in the anime, they're real trees. Like they look like trees.
Well, here's the thing:
they look like Sudowoodos.
If you lived in an actual world where animals had magical powers, right? And some animals, and it's not even just animals, right? It's like ice cream cones, garbage. Like if you lived in that world, would you not always be incredibly sus?
The anxiety would be real.
Yeah, the anxiety would be so real.
I would have a lot more anxiety in general in a Pokemon world, like just like whole like Aerodactyls flying around you and stuff, and
like dinosaurs still exist.
Dude, even like a Murkrow, I don't want to mess with. That guy looks like he might rob me, right? Yeah. Like he got like a sneaky face.
It'd be a terrifying place to live.
Yeah, I know. You got a good check.
And just walking through the tall grass to school, you might get attacked by it.
Yeah, exactly. Why are you late to class today? Oh, because I got attacked by a horde of birds, that started throwing stars at me.
Yo, she kind of looks like a G-Max Meowth right now.
Yeah, it's true. Long cat.
Is that coming soon? Is that a thing?
It's coming this season because it was part of the seasonal announcement imagery, but we don't. Months. We don't know when.
Fair enough.
Oh, yo, Jags.
Okay.
She's got some very strong Sudowoodo opinions.
She's she's my spicy cat.
She says she's here right now. Not later this season.
Mac's been out my whole life. Wait, so Minz is a tuxedo cat, right?
Yeah.
Are all tuxedo cats kind of small? Because I met
No.
one of my friends' tuxedo cats I met is also like 7 years old, and she's like also really, really small.
No, because there's a house that I visit here that I cat sit for sometimes. They have she has 5 cats, and one of them is named Sylvester, and he is about 15 years old, and he weighs, I kid you not, like 20 pounds.
Oh, Sylvester eating good.
He's literally like a bowling ball with legs sticking out.
I have 15 pounds too. It's kind of crazy.
And his tuxedo
15
pattern.
Years old.
Actually, he has like the black vest like Mittens has, right? But he has a stripe down the middle so that it always looks like he's wearing a suit and tie.
That's good.
I love it so much whenever I walk in.
That's a real tuxedo cat right there.
Yeah, just walk and see him like sitting, and it looks perfect.
Perfect.
All right. Well, great Kaz's corner. No one got points, which is fine. We're still in the race for first. I mean, honestly, the score is really tied coming up to the end of the year. So what a great time for us to try to close it out on that. Okay, Go Battle League and Go Battle Week. Okay, last week I talked about how I was going to do all 100 battles 5 days in a row.
Did you?
Day 1, 100. Day 2, 100. Day 3, 100. Day 4, 100. And honestly, day 4, I closed it out like right before midnight. So I did another 25 battles for day 5 at midnight. Tristan was there, so he saw some of it. So I'm like, I'll give you a little heads up, a little head start for next day, right? I had a League of Legends broadcast on Monday that started at 5, and it was a best of 5, and it went to 4 games. This is crucial information because with 4 games, now obviously it's a lot longer than 3 games. And I start streaming right away at like 9 p.m. or 8:45. 75 battles though. Shoots. I couldn't do it. I was 15 battles short. I was 3 sets away. I was like, guys, I can't do it. Like, unless I like quit out like for 15 battles in a row, like I just can't make this time limit, right? There's just no way. I would have to quit out more than 15 because I had 15 left after doing all my other ones. So it'll take me a while to quit out of 15, right?
You should have run Bastion, Wigglytuff, Charmalola, Ninetales.
No, dude, the Bastion would take even longer. I was running a super frail team. I was running like Unova Stumpfist. No, this was the day before because I almost didn't finish on that. I was running a Shadow Nilape, and what else was I running? Stuff that was kind of more frail. Maybe
should have run Wigglytuff.
Oh no, it was Shadow Nilape, Azumarill, which is not that frail, and Shadow Scizor. It's like pretty frail, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I just couldn't make it, which I was like, oh, this means I'm going to do it again next time to be the first, because I don't think anyone's ever done all 500, at least not streamed or documented.
Because
in a Go Battle Week,
it's really difficult.
Oh, I know. Imagine every day waking up, be like, time to do another 6-hour stream. My voice is gone by the end of it. And I do a League of Legends broadcast.
See, I figured you were going to do your battles before your broadcast.
I should have, but I was running some errands that morning, so I just didn't have time, and that just ran out of time. It was a bummer. I had fun, though, but it was a bummer.
How many different teams did you use?
I mean, like teams that I actually use for more than just like 1 or 2 sets, right? Because sometimes I was like, this Venusaur's just not really working. So first day I used 2. Second day I used mostly just 1. It was like a Toxapex Double Dark team. It was essentially a Scroll Cup team. I was a little bit ahead of my time. And then the third day, so that's at 3 total. The third day, I think I played Master League, and I played 2 different Master League teams. That's 5. The fourth day, I played more the Master League team and some Great League teams. So that's 6. It was like a double like Shadow Walrein, Shadow Celio team. And then, am I on day 5 now? I think day 5. Day 5, I just played pretty much a previous Master League I did, and then a new Great League team. So 7 different teams. That wasn't too crazy. I didn't touch any Ultra League because I knew that was going to be the longest. Master League battles went by like not that slow, so it was actually kind of fine. Yeah. I actually enjoyed Master League a lot.
Caleb, I have to correct you. You didn't do all 100 battles on day 4. Because you rolled over a set.
Well, yeah. No. I rolled over a set. But actually, no, I will say, though, I did have to top left one of the games. Just so, like right off the bat. Because I wasn't going to make it. I wasn't going to be able to make my set in time. So technically speaking, I didn't do all 100 battles. I did only 99. So technically, I was already kind of cheating at that point. So I guess maybe it's not the worst that I didn't complete it, because I guess like in a way you can't really say I did all 500 battles without like quitting out any of them like right off the bat. But I did have to quit out one of them. Yeah, like it was like 11 like 55 or 56, and I had like
2 battles
left.
left.
Yeah, I was like, there's just no way. Yeah,
I think I will say I feel like there was some battles that you should have just top lefted sooner, because you were already like kind of cooked.
I'm a quitter, So I was like, maybe I could squeeze out a win here or there, and then I'm like, oh shit, I'm running out of time. I need to just quit out. But you're right. I think that's true. Anyway,
did everyone else play some Go Battle Week?
I played a little bit. Like I
played enough for me to face you twice. I didn't face anyone else here.
I still honestly don't remember the second time, because I feel like I played the most on, because we got paired like very shortly after recording, actually, on Friday.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I think that's the most battles that I did was on Friday, because then, like I said, I had a lot of work to do over the weekend. Someone kept wanting thumbnails. And
damn, Steve, you really churned out the videos.
and I had like a bunch of other of the pet sitting and visits that I did. So
it's it's funny you say that.
Did not have time.
I didn't use the thumbnails yet because I was too busy doing the battle. And I make a video.
I know. I looked at your channel earlier and I was like, huh.
He didn't use it yet. I mean, I'm going to use it in the
future.
future.
You're like, I did all this work for him.
I'll still use it, I'll still use it. But because I was just sitting there.
They're for him to use whenever he wants.
I was like, do I want to make another YouTube video today, or should I just like sleep a little bit before I stream another 6 hours tomorrow?
Yeah, geez. Speaking of thumbnails, Ash and Ash gotta watch some movies, man.
Oh my god.
Oh, he didn't know the Smaug one either.
Yeah,
what did he say?
He never has any idea.
He was like, "It looks so cool. What is this?"
That was like a good reference.
I wish I knew. He's like, I wish I knew what this was from, because like a lot of people had already said that they knew what it was from. Like you and Lionheart and stuff, and it's just like I'm begging you to watch more movies.
I didn't like connect what it was at first, but as soon as I saw someone say what it was, I was like, oh duh.
Yeah.
That's good.
Really
that's good.
With, like the Ranger, I was like, I think that's like literally a scene from the movie.
Well, it's even better because it's like Steve said he had like the break point against the Rangaroo, so his Charizard's like hunting down the Rangaroo.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, real big brain.
It was fun.
There,
I had a good time.
I hoped you would. Unironically, part of the motivation, because like I reached the message catch and I was like, I don't know which direction I'm going to go. There's like maybe 3 options, and then part of my motivation was like, Kaz likes Lord of the Rings.
Okay, so what do we think about the season meta and the meta and move changes so far? I will say this, right? And I'm sure some of you might differ on this opinion. That's fine too. This could almost even be a tea topic. People will complain about anything. In my mind, people will complain about anything. Particularly, I get it because one, more people play Great League because it's more accessible. But also in Great League, it's really the only league that fast attack pressure is really that consequential, because in Ultra League, everything's too bulky, and Master League, like, it can't fast attack pressure now anything. Everything's like bulky, right? Like, it's like I was in a match against a Shadow T-Tar run, or a T-Tar running Smackdown into my Ho, and even then my Ho was like around for quite a bit. So obviously more Great League specific. People would complain, be like, yo, this Bastia ever, the Scizor's ever. I was like, one, Scizor isn't even that good in this meta. Like, I think it's worse in this meta than the last one with Gourgeist running around. Like, one of the top grasses just 2-shot you with Incinerate. Like, I don't even think that's that bad. I actually don't think it's that good. And then Bastion's just like a GBL Pokemon, right? Like, I think And I get it. Some people don't like it, but at the end of the day, like it's not broken in the sense that it's going to win you tournaments. It's going to win you GBL, but that's just the nature of blind threes and Great League where you can't swap out, right? And you complain about, if you complain about this, you'll complain about something anyway, right? Before this, people complained about Mud Slap, which people still are, right? Okay, well, before Mud Slap, there was Charm, which they nerfed. Before that, it was Razor Leaf. Like, there's always going to be something. I played Scroll Cup, right? They're running Charm Breon and Charm Meowscarada. Like, this is going to be happening regardless of what the Pokemon is, right? I think, for me, my soapbox is some people are going to complain about fast attack pressure, especially in Great League, no matter what, until they just work everything and there's no fast attack pressure moves, right? And if that's really the only thing that it takes to make people like that happy, that's fine. That's your opinion, but just admit that, right? Don't pretend like it's like, oh, it's because of Bastion, it's because of Mud Slappers, right? It's because of Charm. I was like, no, you're gonna find another thing to complain about. After this, is going to be complaining about Rock Throw Carbink, right? Because that's also pretty oppressive as well.
Anyway. Yeah, man, get that Bastion on out of there, man.
I didn't even use. I used 7 teams. I did use a Bastion team only for like a few sets. The majority of my week, I wasn't even playing Bastion just because one, the battles take too long, and two, I was just trying other stuff.
No, I know there was so much Bastion.
There was, but like again, I think that's a symptom of Great League
that's just that's a symptom
of Battle Week or not.
Go Battle League. How it works, like with the blind three. Like
this is not oppressive in a competitive tournament.
Unless they fundamentally change the mechanics with which we play this game, like there's always gonna be fast attack pressure in the Great League.
Yeah.
It's no way that there won't.
A viable strategy.
Like, because even if you don't, like someone out there will be doing it. You know, a lot of someone.
For as many people that hate it, there's equally as many people that love it because they're facing them. You know, they're just not as vocal. But anyway, I don't know what your thoughts on that, but it's just like, again, I don't care if you nerf Bastion, dude. I'll still top cut a tournament without Bastion. Like I've done it before, I'll do it again. Like I don't really care about that at all, right? But it's like, for me, it's not that at all. It's just, and I don't even run it in that many GBL battles, right? If you look at my YouTube channel, you'll know most of my GBL teams don't have a Bastion. There's no way every team has a Bastion. That's crazy, right? I don't even use fast attack pressure strategies with Bastion. I don't run without Mud Slappers, right? But again, I face people like that all the time too. I lose to them too as well. Who cares? It's just a game. Like, why are we crying about losing to a viable strategy, right? Just because you don't like it. Like, it is what, you know, like I was saying this too, right? Because I was running the Shout Nightlife Scizor Azumarill line, and like I would have no shields with a Azumarill and a Scizor in the back against a Bastion, and like obviously that's like open season for Bastion to land one flame to one shot me, and I'd be winning against like Bastion Steelix in the back somehow. And I was like, dude, like as much as you might hate Bastion, like it's a good feeling when you beat it when you're this weak to it too, right? Like I think it's all like I don't know, it's just all part of it. It's just I mean, it is what it is. We're on season like 20 something at this point, and people are still complaining like they were in season 1. Like it's a part of, like, I think the people that do complain about it, it's fine. It's up to you, right? But I think you really need to do some self-reflection and think, is it because I will not be happy unless all fast attack pressure strategies are out of the game? And if that's the case, that's fine. Just like, say with your chest, admit it, right? But some people are just like, make it seem like, oh, it's really broken right now. I guarantee you, they nerf it 3 months later, you're going to complain about something else. You know what the worst metas in my mind is, and it's also fast attack pressure one? It was the Claydol one. Because the Claydol was able to 2-shield and win like so many, like you're beating Mud Boys, you're beating like Malamar with it. You're beating stuff that you should not beat, right? But Claydol was stupid oppressive with the Mud Slap Rock Throw nerf, right? The debuff and same thing with Cordelia in that season. Like that was, in my mind, one of the like worst metas in terms of fast attack pressure because you were able to just flip so many matchups with it. But
I liked that meta.
I mean, again, like it's like, but I
liked Claydol.
It's like, I'm just saying, like in terms of like people that don't like it, like I didn't even complain about it, right? But I think like if you really complain about something, that was the worst one because it was not only viable in GBL, it was the strategy in Show 6. Like it like this is just a GBL strategy, right? Right now, like you don't see people running Wiggly, Bassy, Marowak successfully in a Show 6 tournament, right? But trust me, 2-shield Claydol was too good for, you know, everyone was right. I did it too, right? At Portland. So I get it. But I don't know, what are your thoughts on the new season and my rant?
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of hard to disagree with.
Well, you say that, but I'm sure plenty of people do disagree with it, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing with it.
Some people wake up and choose violence. you know?
Well, maybe
and some people
like
wake up and are still crying about it. Like, still crying about all the fast tag pressure. It's just I don't know. Like, people that cry about it, I'm just like, I don't even care. I'm just like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, guys, listen to Mr. Grass.
I will say Jimma Banks had a good tweet too, right? Where it's just like people are complaining about what people are using in like because it's an interlude season. I was like, well, also he was like, well, you guys are complaining about what people are using in interlude season. Like, why you even complain? Just let people play what they want to play, right?
Who cares?
Like, some people are going to try hard and some people are going to have fun. Like, it doesn't matter if it's an interlude or not. That's GBL as a whole. Like, some people don't take GBL seriously in a non-interlude season, right? It's just let people play, the game how they want to play it, right?
Well, maybe they want to play a game without Bastion.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine if you want to too. I mean, I want to play a game where I'm not losing. So what? I'm not going to cry about it, right? Like, it's part of the game. I don't know. Do people not feel embarrassed about crying about this kind of stuff? I don't know. I mean, I think certain things that are like, okay, I will say certain things that are crazy overtuned, I do think like deserves a nerf, right? But honestly, like, I'm trying to think back on the last time something was that overtuned. Like, I think the Clay Doll one's probably a good one, right? I didn't complain too much about it, but I do think that was like pretty bad for the meta in particular because it was just so strong. But again, like, there was ways to play around it, right? I think the last time I saw something that broken was, I don't even know, like Parabolic Charge. I didn't think it was that bad. Obviously it's probably more for like a Belly Bolt nerf in Ultra League, but I play Ultra League and it was still not that bad. And now you have Jelson running around everywhere because Belly Bolt's out of the picture. But we'll see. Again, I don't care. Like I said, you can nerf Bastion, you can nerf Mud Slappers, whatever. I also think people don't think about this carefully enough. They're like, oh, we need to nerf Mud Slappers. I'm like, dude, if you nerf Mud Slappers, Bastion's even crazier. Carbink's even crazier, and I'm a Bastion user, right? And I'm just saying, like I don't think people understand like the ramifications of doing one thing without carefully thinking about the other, right? Like, if you nerf, here's another thing: if you nerf SmackDown from Bastion, dude, what is your Talonflame check? Shadow Talonflame just 2 shields through like almost everything, right? Like, what the Carbink maybe. But I mean, Carbink's a little bit less reliable to use because you're weaker to grass and stuff. So I don't think a lot of people adjust for Carbink. After that, what do you beat Talonflame with? I mean, even for Alligator has a shield, right? Everything has a shield. I don't want to play in a meta where everyone's safe swapping Shadow Talonflame and 2 shielding it.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
I mean,
I'm pretty good Talonflame because I can win every.
Even Bastion with nerf SmackDown could take down a Talonflame though. Like,
but no, but you don't understand though. If you nerf SmackDown, no one's gonna run it because you lose all these too many additional neutral matchups. Like, it's like Carbink. Yeah, sure, Carbink does wall off Talonflame. Carbink is way harder to use than Bastion because of the typing disadvantage, right? So like, you're not. It's like less viable just in itself. So it's like you could say like, oh, well, everyone should just run Lantern then. Lantern's so hard to use, right? In this meta, like, yes, it does wall it off, but like, if you nerf. Like, because it's in a nerf state right now compared to its prime, it's just not usable. So it's not really viable as a strategy. It's kind of like a lot of these Pokemon right now that are like ranked really high. I think like, I mean, maybe this is going to come up more in Ultra League, but Lapras is ranked number 3 in Ultra League, and you don't see a single Lapras. Why? Because everyone's running Jelsons. You can't run it, right? Even though it's ranked that high, it's just so hard to use, right? This is like even worse because like Lantern and Carbink are even way worse than like Lapras is in Ultra League, right? As they are in Great League. So, again, I think people just need to think about it too. And also, not everyone wants like this is a crazy solution. Say, let's nerf Bastion, but Bastion's still going to be our only answer to Talonflame. So everyone's going to be complaining, and the people that complain about Bastion are now going to have to use a nerf Bastion to answer Talonflame. Like, that's a crazy solution in my mind, right? And I don't think people that are asking for Bastion nerfs are trying to use it either, right? Again, I think like it's like the thing is, if you don't have to be a Bastion user to make people scared of safe swapping Shadow Talonflame, because the threat of a Bastion could be there, right? Mm-hmm. Whereas but like, if you know that no one's really running Bastion in this meta because it's super nerf, then like everyone's gonna be like, oh shoot, I don't care who I'm facing, I could probably run Shadow Talonflame, right? But if you and like just safe swap it. Whereas now I'm just like, I wouldn't safe swap Shadow Talonflame because there's so many good chances that it's probably gonna be stuck on a Bastion, right? I know there's actual other answers like a Blastoise and stuff, but like, it's just like nothing really can eat that energy, right? Except for Bastion and Carbink. But
yeah, it is very
Tyranitar. I use Shadow Tyranitar, dude. That bruv has to shield everything. I'm taking resisted attacks and everything. I'm like, this thing is the worst. I don't even. This is the crazy part. I was like, I don't even understand why people like Tyranitar, Shao Tyranitar, when it's like it's a poor man's Bastion. It's a worse Bastion, right? It's crazy to me.
Yeah, Drill Peck does like 40%
Yeah,
damage.
you have to shield everything. I was like, I'm against a Galarian course. I was like, dude, even if it's a Nightshade, I had to shield this. Like, it's like it was so hard to use. It was worse than a Morpeko in my mind. But I know Homesize Henry tweet that was good, but then I tried it and I was just like, I think it was good for that one battle. Like I did almost full sweep a team with Shao Tyranitar, and the next thing I know, I'm shielding everything against the Talonflame in the next battle. So, anyway, that's my soapbox for the day. How do y'all think I feel about the meta?
I like it. You know, I do think that again, it being the season where there's very little to no self-imposed pressure as well as social pressure makes it easier to like just run things for fun and not worry about how much I lose running Farfetch'd and Surfetch'd.
Yeah,
I have fun doing it.
Yeah.
Stop trying to make fetch happen.
I will never. But I mean, yeah, I agree with you. I think people are always going to find something to complain about. Yeah. But
it's fine. Like it's you know, like free
that's
speech.
how you want to spend your time. Go ahead.
You can tweet about it. You can say whatever. I'm not trying to tell people not to, but I just think that people that are complaining about this kind of stuff really need to do some like self-reflection. Be like, are you truly going to be happy, right? If this is nerfed, because you're going to just find something like. It's just like a lot of the same people I see complaining season after season about the same stuff, but just a different move, you know? I was like, and sometimes like it doesn't even make any sense, right? Like people complain about Scizor, it makes no sense to me. It's not that good. Like it's really not that good. I ran it myself. I ran into it. Like it's just like it's worse in this meta, right? People are like, oh, it's an ice buff. What are you talking about? The best ice types are ice water. They're taking neutral, right? Yeah, you're doing resistant powder snow damage to a steel type, but what do you expect into a steel type, right? Like, what you're not expected to win this, right? But like, you could hit back with Sealer and Walrein, and it's a Shadow Scizor. Like a Icicle Spirit does like half its health probably. So, plus the powder snow damage. Yeah. I don't know. It is what it is. I just think like people can complain all they want, but I look at those things. I'm just like, man, you must be miserable, like in real life sometimes. Because how do you live like this and complain about every single thing you see? Anyway,
again, some people want to waste their time and energy on these sorts of fruitless pursuits.
For what it's worth, I get it, right? In the sense that like I wouldn't say it's a fruitless endeavor because I don't think people that work at Scoplay don't see the public discourse. But I do think, again, it is still always like a loud, I wouldn't even say minority, but like a loud portion of the community. Because again, for every Bastion hater there's a Bastion user, right? Like there's a lot of people that enjoy this, right? So,
but there's a difference between like just complaining for the sake of complaining and actual constructive criticism. So I totally understand if you have suggestions to offer, but like just complaining about fast move pressure, like that's not it.
Well, that's how I feel too, right? I think like if you're going to complain about it, fine, like bring up recommendations. Like again, I think if you want to, I don't care if you nerf Bastion, you can nerf it, right? But you need to introduce things that check Talonflame, because you know what's going to happen if you nerf this. 3 months later, be like, Shadow Talonflame's too good. We need to revert the buffs to Incinerate from like a year ago, right? Bro, what are we doing, right? Like we're just like recreating the same freaking wheel, right? At this point, like we're not progressing forward, which is why I'm still a very big proponent and fan of when they keep buffing stuff up, because power creep is just so prevalent that this was like the answer to addressing power creep, in my opinion. It's just buffing a lot of things, because now you got random stuff like Mighty Yen and Thievel that being relevant, you know, because like Sucker Punch buff and all this stuff, and just like. Again, we talked about this in past episodes, and like I might be contradicting myself, but like it does open up the meta a lot, right? Because you power creep everything, and I think that's a way better solution. And again, like a lot of the popular flyers, Togekiss and Corviknight, could beat Bastion, so I really don't think Bastion is that big of an issue. It is a GPL, sure, but like it's just GPL. Like, why are we pretending like this is some competitive format? Honestly, if they introduce Show 6 Pick 3 in GBL instead of blind 3s, then I don't even think people complain about Bastion that much anymore.
Well, no, to be fair, we're still waiting on announcements of end of season leaderboards granting championship points.
There's stats. We're also waiting on what changes they're making in Go Battle League this season, right? Because this is the whole point of the interlude season. Because they tweeted out, they're like, "Hey, stay tuned for some changes." But I thought it was gonna happen on day one, so I was super excited. It's like, "Oh, new mechanics, whatever." I was like, "Wait, this is the same thing. I'm still one turn lagging too. Like, what's happening here?" But yeah.
That must mean that like there's actually only one season that gives championship points for this season, right? Like for this for the 2026 competitive season, there's only going to be like ignoring the interlude season because it's the interlude season. That's December, January, February. Then there's going to be the March, April, May, and then like the next season is Worlds. So it's like there's only one season for the end of season leaderboards that'll even possibly give championship points, right?
That would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
because I wouldn't expect them to give championship points for an interlude season.
Well, because there were no points for last season, correct?
Correct.
There was also I heard that someone that took number 1 at the end of last season was one of Chake's other accounts.
I mean, that wouldn't matter though.
Well, yeah, because they could get rid of it. It was just like
it ignores regions. Like Japan will be removed from the leaderboard.
Okay.
So it's like the top US, whatever.
What if they don't register? How do they even know they're a Japanese region player?
Well, I thought it said you have to.
I guess.
Well, what if it's not?
They probably don't get everyone not registered.
So it's just like it just cascades down, I guess.
To the top player that is registered.
I think it's a great initiative and idea. I don't think it's that good though. Like one, you don't get that many points from it, so it's not really. I don't know how many people that get these points will really like push them over the edge.
I mean, we don't know how many points they're gonna get. They haven't said that.
Oh, I thought they already posted
I think we speculated.
We speculated based on like the global challenges for VG, but like we don't know if that'll be the same.
There's too many issues in Go Battle League in my mind for it to be like taken seriously enough toward actual championship points, in my opinion.
Well, hey. Maybe the interlude season is going to fix it all.
Maybe. Yeah. No, I'm saying like, not even saying like, well, yeah, I'm not even saying like mechanically speaking, right? In like lag situations, but like, just like when we have a new meta rotation, it'll be like, oh, everything like, Stumpus is banned for this one. And then all of a sudden he's Stumpus. Or the person on number 1 leaderboard just abused the Stumpus for 25 battles on the first day before they get rid of it, right? Dude, that's like so much like elo they gained like illegally, right? Or like against like the meta restrictions. It's just like they're not going to take it away from them, right? For doing that. It's just I don't know. I think like those kind of things are just it's not a well regulated system and a fair enough system for it to award actual points in my mind. And also the amount of people that actually benefit from this is such a small percentage. Percentage. What like top what was it say like top 30 or top 50 or what? Even just page 1 of the leaderboard. 50 people in the world, and a lot of them might not even be eligible for points because they don't have a linked account or they're from a different region. Like, how many people are really like? It's like a.
Okay, think of it this way though. Like, ignore all of that. Ignore the fact that it can help you to qualify for Worlds, whatever. At the very least, it is still an advertising tool for the championship series for people that are sort of, playing GBL at home. There'll be this talk about like, oh, if you perform really well in GBL, you can actually get these points for this other system. And then you'll be like, what's this other system? And then you might get funneled in.
Don't you feel like it's a little bit I was going to say exploitive, but I think that's a little too harsh. Misleading, right? It's like saying like, hey, look at all this money you could win if you entered the lottery, right? But the thing is, the chances you winning a lottery versus you starting out GBL tomorrow and getting championship points, you have a better chance of winning the lottery. You're not going to get enough, like you're not going to get on the leaderboards your first season of playing and get enough to get championship points in my mind, right? Like it is.
I think Steve's saying people that are already playing GBL and leaderboarding.
Yeah, they're going to do it anyway.
Or people that play GBL, they don't know what the championship series is. Like that's most people.
But the people that not the people that get the first page of the leaderboard, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just
even
a guy that like has never leaderboarded in his life probably won't leaderboard in his life. It'd still be like get the advertising, be like, oh, this exists. There is this other PvP tournament structure.
That's a fair point. But let me ask you this: did that guy that doesn't really leaderboard ever play that much GBL before? When did he see the advertising? Where did he see his info? Because I haven't seen it.
We don't have it yet, right? Like it's not in the game yet. But when it comes, like
well, one can hope maybe. Well, yeah. Like, people don't even know what the championship series meta is when it comes around to LAIC.
we don't need to really relitigate that one, but my gosh.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do you think the NAIC meta is going to be called if they have one? Because can't be championship series meta 2026 part 2.
It could.
It very well could.
If like on that alone, I was like, wait, maybe like NAIC and Worlds is going to be Open Great League. Maybe they are going to ditch the limited metas.
Yeah, but then what are they going to do LAIC for 2027 season, right? Because they're still going to name it 2026 in game, right?
I don't know, man. It's kind of whack.
The nomenclature is crazy. Like, I don't know. It's just like, I'm surprised they didn't think about the nomenclature, but it doesn't describe the meta at all, you know?
No.
Also, I feel like if they had a name for it, I think what they could do, and again, this is like a Scopely TPCI collaboration thing that maybe they've discussed already or they haven't thought about. But I think what they could do is they could work together and be like, hey, let's name the LAIC meta. I don't know, it's just like what Sylphies do, like, oh, Fantasy Cup or like Sunrise Cup, whatever, right? They have like a specific name for it. And then, so then you could say, oh, it's this. And LAIC meta is played in Sunrise Cup. In game, you could just name it Sunrise Cup, right? So you don't have to name it, or you could say like Sunrise Cup in parentheses the Championship Series meta. I don't know. You could like do whatever, right?
I think that would be nice because then that gives like it makes it easier to potentially bring that meta back in a future GBL season without confusion,
especially if it's a good one,
right? Because then you could have the Sunrise Cup could be in the the March to May season of GBL, especially because there wouldn't be any championship series ICs anyways that season, right? You could bring back some of those metas, but there wouldn't be confusion about what it is because the names are pretty unclear.
I'd be okay if they bring that back for the championship series as well, right? Let's say let's say this LAC meta is called Sunrise Cup, right? People really liked it. A lot of energy dependent. It's one of the better metas we had at IC. Like this, assuming like years go by, right? Years later, like, hey, this LAIC is going to be a throwback to another Sunrise Cup, right? It's not like you could play in this on a regular basis anyway. So even if we had a repeat one a few years down the road, do it again, or every year it's this Sunrise Cup in LAC, that's not the worst because the meta changes, right, from every GBL update. So stuff will be like relevant, like different things will be relevant anyway as a whole. And there might be new Pokemon introduced. So I think like that's cool too, right? But it's a easier way to like describe it because like what do you see? Like you making a video on the LAC meta, it's just I don't know how you feel, Steve, but when I was like making my YouTube video just on the GPL of the meta, I was like, this feels weird to call it the Championship Series meta. That feels weird. It feels weird to call it the LAIC meta, but that's literally all you could call it because there's no other name to it, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, you're in a different spot because my video was focused at LAIC.
Yeah,
I have
on the
never
used
series, like the Championship Series Cup name in, in my life. I hate that guy.
Yeah.
But it is. It's also like, I mean, again, this is like such a small number of people that it's a problem for. But like content creators that do want to make a video, the titling is so atrocious.
So atrocious, yeah. I don't even know what I named it. I think
you said like, is this the best meta of all time or something?
Yeah, because I have nothing else to say. Yeah. I was like, well, what's the meta called? The Championship Series meta? Like, what?
Terrible for SEO, by the way. Like, you can't search that.
Terrible. And it's also confusing because the usual Championship Series meta is Open Great League. Like, what?
Yeah, it's really bad on all fronts, but alas.
Anyway, I don't know how we got to that topic, but
just Caleb ranting and then ranting some more.
Sometimes one's got to rant, you know.
Soapbox kind of.
Steve, did you play any GBL?
No. No, I haven't had time. I've been a busy guy. I booted up stream the other day because I wanted to play. I was like, all right, let's actually like get into the season. Let's try some new picks, have a good time. And then I booted up GBL. And it said Scroll Cup. And I went, oh, I wanted to play
Scroll Cup is, weird.
So then I didn't. And then I just like streamed. I was like, oh, wait, Sydney Survivor Hit Zones this weekend. I'll just like clean my storage, I guess.
I will say it was nice. I got up to rank 20. And the rank 19 encounters during Go Battle Week was really nice.
Was it different?
And, IV floor.
Oh.
And the thing is, like, normally rank 19 is just like do 5 battles and it's like all encounters. But this time, rank 19 to 20, the requirement is 25 wins. So that means they're getting minimum 25 encounters.
Holy smokes. That's crazy.
And I tracked it. So I screenshotted how many wins I had when I started that rank 19. And then on my last set, I basically mathed it out, and I ended up top lefting my last battle, so I'd only do 24 wins, so I could have a whole extra set of encounters after that.
Smart.
So that was really nice to get. Like, granted, I didn't get much that was actually good, but having that many opportunities at like 0 IV floor, like PvP, like GBL encounters, and like I feel like the encounters this season are better than they've been in ages.
You know what the real hack is, Tristan? Because yours was not even a hack. It was like just smart strategy. The real hack were the people that hit rank 19 really early. They were farming elite TMs. Because the game was still giving elite TMs at rank 19.
Oh,
so you know what they would do? And with 25, what was it? 20 sets a day?
Yeah.
Dude, they would quit out 100 battles and get 20 elite TMs per day. I think honestly it only lasted a day before I patched it. So
I think it was less than a day.
Maybe, yeah. But there's a few people that I guess climbed fast enough were really benefiting from it.
Yeah, I heard about that actually.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing too is I think that as a result, they took out the elite TM entirely.
They did, because I didn't get one.
Yeah, I don't think I did either. So like I don't know what they're gonna do about that, because like obviously some people exploited the system and got a ton of elite TMs, but then the rest of us who were supposed to get an elite TM didn't get anything. So like, what are they gonna do?
Okay, I have a question for you all. If you're one of the people that could have exploited and just top left it for a bunch of elite TMs, would you do it? You would?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't have that much time or energy.
Well, you don't need to, because you don't need to win the battles. You just quit out of 5 battles in a row for one elite TM.
That'd be content on I'd boot up stream and go, we're top lefting today, lads. Let's get this thing going.
It doesn't take that much time, guys.
Definitely. I mean, Caleb spent way more time playing actual GBL.
I sure did. I was invested this past week. Yep. When I thought it was legitimately just 4 days of battles. I thought it was 4 days, and then when I realized there's no more battles on Monday, I was like, brother, it'll take a while. I also did because we had the community day as well. I didn't play any community day because I was doing my battles the whole day, right? But I did finally evolve my Florges. I will say that.
Barely.
So Great League, I did it because I actually tried it in one of my teams. Yeah. Ultra League, I knew I had to do it, but it was like I had a long day of streaming. I was like, let me just rest a little bit, and then change my buddies. And then I'm like, oh, it's coming down to the wire, because I started evolving the other stuff first. I knew where the Florges was, but I need to do everything else. You know how like it's 7 buddy hearts, right? So you like have to buddy it twice. You have to swap back. Accent press on another Pokemon accidentally, so that chewed up some time. It was 8:59 p.m. local time, and I had to do one more buddy heart before evolving. I legitimately dropped a whole golden raspberry to get that buddy heart.
Wait, golden raspberry or Poffin?
Golden raspberry, because I needed one more heart. You need to do the feed the berry heart, right? But usually you do 3 berries for it. I didn't have time to throw 2 more berries. I was like, I need this heart now. So I threw the golden racks. Because I'm like, I don't even know how much more seconds left I have at this 8:59, right? In this last minute I have. And I press evolve. Legitimately, after evolved, it was already 9 p.m. But once you press evolve, that's when it registers, right? So I knew I was good, but it was cutting it close. I was cutting it close. It's a top 5 ranked Florges for Ultra League, and it hits 2490. It's a really ugly CP. 2490 for a top 5 rank is crazy to me.
It sucks.
Yeah. I legitimately thought I evolved the wrong one for half a second when I started making it, but
I mean, anything is better than nothing, right?
Well, it's a top 5 ranked Florges for Ultra League, for what it's worth.
But I'm saying, even if it was the wrong one, at least you'd have something now.
You say that, but I have a Talonflame in my inventory that's 1476, because I thought it was a rank 1 Talonflame. It turns out it was a rank 1 Fletchender. I was using that for about 8 months before the December day came around. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Good. And I remember playing the community. I was like, I got a rank 1 Great League Talonflame. I'm good to go, right? I think I ended the community early because I already had the 100% for the Ultra League. And then when I made it,
oh my god, no!
I used it in a Sylph tournament too. Because it was like, if you were playing against me, I remember people looked at me like, dude, this guy's got a 1476 Talonflame. Like, what the heck? But yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Yeah, got trolled.
I will say with like the 7 hearts for the Flobebe or whatever, Floette, it is easier if you have like the Go Plus Plus, because you can get like bonus hearts from like Pokemon Sleep. So you can do it like all in one go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, we talked a lot about Go Battle League. Let's briefly recap Steve's LAIC experience, if you want to.
Yeah. And I love the 2025 Championship Series Cup. So, I will take any chance I can get to talk about the 2025 Championship Series Cup.
Yeah, especially the 2025, because it is 2025 and
the
2026 season.
In the 2020 season of our Lord, the 2025 Championship Series Cup. Yeah, I mean, like, it was chill. I don't know. It was my sort of summarized go, I guess, is that like, it really made me dislike the fact that we were in double elim, because I would have liked to play way more of the meta. And like, when I had the just knowledge of like, okay, I went 1-2, and once I lost my second round.
Thank you for preserving my hair, by the way.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I think he likes it just a little too
He
much.
won at LAIC, so I think.
Wait, what would he mean?
He's trying to change the wording of the bet.
I'm just adding an at in parentheses to.
Anyway, go ahead.
It did happen. Yeah. So like, when I lost out of the tournament, I was just like, dang. I never get to play this meta again. It's just gone. That's the end. And it's like, oh, that kind of sucks, because it was a really fun meta. I really liked it.
Yeah.
So I would have liked to have played way more of it. And it's just like, oh, it's really disappointing to know that it was kind of just gone. But, like, I had a good time and all. And it was interesting how it felt like the international community was pretty small, which it certainly is, like, compared to the other ICs, I guess. But just the number of people that I recognized felt on the smaller end. And I mean, I'm comparing it to when I go to like Gdansk or like NAIC or something. And it's like, well, obviously there's going to be like way more people, because like, I'll know the big names from my team, but I don't know the more granular names. So it's a little bit like, it is what it is. It's also, I mean, so my same complaint every time, that at least on the first day, there wasn't like there wasn't really any advertised social, actually. It was the same deal. There was a bigger social on the Saturday night that, I only heard about because I talked to the right people.
Was that the soccer night?
Yeah.
Or football, as people
like,
say? Yeah,
football. Where it's like, if you don't know that's on, then there's just no social for you. Too bad, so sad. And it's like, oh, it's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of lame. It's been my biggest complaint every event, really. So
I guess Steve just needs to organize socials at all these events.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have that.
Apparently, you know how.
Steve, be the change you want to see in the world.
I hear you. But I just don't have that dog in me.
Using a Gandhi quote for LAIC socials wilds.
Yeah, if someone local can do it, that'd be great. Holy Superman.
We got a long cat. Trying to climb over mine.
I mean, Steve, you're basically local to everywhere these days.
True.
South Africa, Canada,
I'm at home in South
Brazil.
Africa. That's.
Do they have did they announce the South African tournaments?
Nah. Honestly, I don't know if they're gonna have one, because it was such a joke that it's like. But last year they announced they announced it in February in the 2025 season. So
it was unfortunate that no one actually came from that region was representing at Worlds either. So
yeah, because the one guy won it from South Africa, but he couldn't go. So it was like, oh.
So there's just not a lot of Pokemon. There's not a big Pokemon community, I guess, in South Africa. What about for the other games, like for VG and TCG? Were there enough people for those? Like, how big are those?
VG was also laughable. Like, the guys that, like, the VG winner is sort of seen as a joke in a similar way. If like he won a scam event. TCG was a little more real. Like, it's still like a joke compared to the thousands of people at other events.
Yeah,
but
I don't think it's right to take away these opportunities, but it does feel bad because it's like the winners are like delegitimized in a way as well, right?
Yeah, which look, Alan, he won the Johannesburg thing. He doesn't deserve a Worlds invite off of that, right? But I agree that it feels. I think Speediest Chief talked about this a fair bit at the time. Whereas what do you do? Because you want to give South African trainers an opportunity to not only play but to try and get to the World Championships. But it's so exploitable by people from other regions that it's well, what do you do? But then at the same time, Johannesburg, there was literally no one local that played. And talking to some of the locals, it sounded like the advertising was really bad. No one knew it was on.
I just wonder how much of a demand is there, right? That's the thing that doesn't make any sense either. How is the advertising that bad for the area you're hosting the event in, but everyone else in the world knows about it, right? How's the advertising that bad, right?
What's weird to me is my understanding is there's actually a pretty decent South African Pokemon Go contingent and even PvP community. So I don't understand why no one showed up. I know
well, did they there's that big of a PvP contingency? Because I don't know.
I believe so because I know Shep was always in the past posting about how big their community was and they wanted to see events there. And then they finally got events and no one showed up. So I don't really know.
Big as it makes it seem then, because I don't understand how it could be that big and they don't know about it. It's not like this is posted on only in NA in EU internet, right? It's online.
Yeah. But with peace and love, Shep is the biggest South Africa glazer of all time.
Oh well, that makes sense too. So that's saying okay, New Zealand finally has a regional right now, and none of the New Zealanders know about it. That makes no sense to me. It is you've been begging for something like this, right? Maybe not everyone, right? But people have been hoping for it, right? Maybe people didn't even think that they could hope for it because they didn't think it would happen. It finally happens, and then no one goes from your local. I don't
Okay, well, it gets crazier because Joburg say that they didn't hear about it, right? Yeah. Then there's Durban. When Durban, the second one in South Africa, they made a little bit more of a push. Well, not they, the community. So the community themselves sort of made a bit more of an advertising push locally so that everyone knew that it was on. Mm-hmm. One PvP head from South Africa showed up. And there were technically 5 South Africans, but 4 of them are TCG guys. So they didn't.
Yeah, that doesn't even count. Yeah,
it doesn't count. There's one Go guy that actually jumped in. So
I mean, again, I'm not advocating for them to take it away, but I think this is the demand isn't there.
It's kind of like
Puerto Rico, right? Do we know how many Puerto Ricans competed in that one, or was it just a bunch of NA and Europeans that showed up?
Yeah, and Japanese. Mostly,
Japanese, yeah.
I actually think that my take is that they should have a tournament, but it shouldn't award that same you shouldn't be able to come second to get 325 championship points.
Well, yeah. So what I think,
especially based on the size limit too, because they limit how big.
Right. What I think they need to have, just in general, beyond just these events, is I feel like they need to have some sort of for all events cups and challenges too, scaling CP based on the size of the event. Because you see the same thing with cups and challenges where winning a 4-person cup gives the same number of points as winning a 30-person cup at a regional, as one of the side events, right? And those two are not equivalent.
But the struggle that you then have to fight against is the accessibility of okay, so you're rewarding people for living in big areas. They may be good. But if I lived somewhere where there is only 4-person locals and that is all I have access to, the point of locals is to try and bridge that point gap, right?
Yeah, I don't necessarily. I get what Tristan's saying. I don't necessarily agree with it either, right? I give an example. Usually the Northwest tournaments in the US are smaller, right? Portland, maybe Seattle as well, Vancouver. There's just less people that either play Go or live in those areas. But I don't think let's say some people Kobe Coupland usually goes to the Portland one every year. If he can't afford to or doesn't have the time to go to other ones, and he does really well at the tournament, okay, maybe it's a 70-person tournament instead of 170-person in Pittsburgh. I think it's still a little unfair that you don't get awarded as much, right? Because it's not really in your control. And
right, but I mean, I think if you scale it correctly, there would be a difference, but it wouldn't be too massive.
But it's I think that's why they have kickers, right?
No, but kickers just increases the bottom, how many points are like how far the points go down.
No, I think that's fair though, because yes, even getting top 25 at a big tournament is harder than top 25 at a smaller tournament, right? I think the other issue is you're also assuming that at the, obviously for like maybe the South African tournaments, maybe for Puerto Rico is a different story, but like just because a tournament's smaller doesn't necessarily mean it's easier, right? Like Portland, if you look at people that went to Portland last year, still a lot of big name players that went, right? Like
sure,
you know, but at the very the top percentile players might still be about the same as a small tournament compared to a big tournament.
Mm-hmm. Sure, but like if you compare getting 4th place in a 50-person tournament to 4th place in a 250-person tournament, it's simply harder to get 4th place in a 250-person tournament because there's more rounds of people you have to go through.
Okay, although to be real, for that specific example, you might only have to win like 2 extra rounds in winners bracket, and they theoretically, if everything is even, should be easier.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't actually be that crazy of a difference, really, because the hard rounds, you still have to play all of the quote-unquote hard rounds. Yeah. Obviously, you can still get unlucky, blah, 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 but it's not actually that crazy a difference. Also, are you not, like, say that's the system, that bigger tournaments award more points for doing well, are you not then incentivizing everyone to be like, okay, well, like, let's not bother going to Peoria because, like, we won't get many points there. Yeah. Let's all just go to the larger regionals and sort of like a rich get richer type of vibe.
Yeah. I understand though, it feels bad sometimes if you see a really small tournament, someone's like gets like a lot of points for a top place fan. You're looking at the competition, you're like, whoa, like who do you even beat to get this, right?
I mean, Steve, you say that, but like if everyone goes to the bigger one and then there's only like 20 people at something, like 1st place and 2nd place, like 4th place still get like, yeah, it's not like 4th place wouldn't be as much as 4th place at a 200-person tournament, but 4th place would still be a lot of points and probably more than, I don't know, 8th place at a bigger tournament.
I guess like, a good example here is back when we had Sylph back in the old school days, right? And we had the mega tournaments. No one's weighting anything that's not a mega tournament, right? Because like the mega tournament's going to give you more, even if you go like a 5-2, right? Compared to like a 5-0 out of like a, or like a 4-0, right? In your local area. And I don't know. I do think it will incentivize more people to go to bigger ones and less people to go to smaller ones. But I don't think that's the solution in my mind. Obviously, like, you know, ideally in an ideal world, and also they can't scale this for the other games because there's already too many people that go to those. I think that'd be great. Like they're limited by venue size for why they cap. But I think the ideal world is that we grow the game, we grow PvP enough for Go that it's like VG and TCG where it sells out every time anyway, right? And you don't really concern about this. But, dude, Scopely, you got to make this game more accessible, man. Every time I talk to someone that wants to get into PvP, I'm like, bro, you're going to have to grind for like a year at least on a minimum to get the resources to build 6 relevant Pokemon. And by the time you finally make them, they're probably not relevant anymore a year later. So, like, imagine trying to use a team a year ago you used in tournament today. Like, it's just not feasible.
Okay, by the way, just for fun fact, I looked up the Puerto Rico tournament 2025. 21 people. Guess how many were from Puerto Rico and registered a team?
0.
There's 0 or 1.
Okay, it's actually 3. But like as far as performance, like one guy came 9th. He got 2 wins against no-shows. One guy came...
He didn't get any wins against anyone else?
Didn't get any...
What was his team?
Like Annihilate, Chargebug, Clodsite. Like it looks real.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, they got
it wasn't
2
like
no-show wins,
showed up with a
then they lost and lost.
Okay.
The next guy beat a VGC player and then lost and lost. Then
was that a real team too?
Yeah, it's another real team. Third guy, also a real team, just lost and lost. So like collectively, Puerto Rico only got 1 actual win in the Puerto Rican tournament,
and then it's against a VG player.
Yeah, and it was against a VG player. It's all like Americans, Japanese. Arceus Aurelius was there. I forgot about that.
Yeah. That's why I say European, because I remember he was there. Yeah.
I think he might be the only one.
Yeah. Again, I don't think it's like necessarily great to take it away, right? Yeah. But they limit the size of it. So limiting the size is one thing, and then you got a bunch of like people from outside of the local area showing up to take up those spots. Right. Yeah. But for what it's worth, I don't know how many Puerto Ricans were really dying to play in that tournament. Right. Like, I just think I like the accessibility, but it feels like, dude, if they stop hosting tournaments in Peoria because not a lot of people went there, and this like the local community is not big in Pokemon City in Peoria, like. I know Puerto Rico and South Africa are very different stories because those are not as easy to access regions, right? Like if you don't go to Peoria, you could just go to like Milwaukee.
Hey, there's 2 more unannounced regionals. We might still be getting Peoria. Who knows?
I hope not. But you're not wrong. So it's a tricky situation. I do think it's nice and considerate for them to host these, but at a certain point, is it worth it, right? I don't think it costs the Pokemon Company much to host these, though, because they're not broadcasted. There's like, I don't even think they give like the medals aren't even there, right? Did you get a medal?
No.
What did you get?
I got card
packs.
That's it.
Were they like officially from the Pokemon Company?
I mean, like I assume.
Okay.
Imagine so. I mean, like they're a card shop anyway, right?
But there's no prize money either.
He hopes and dreams.
No, there's no prize money.
Yeah.
Although actually, if for it might have been Johannesburg for TCG only, Go and VG ignored. If a South African won, they would get a travel award to Worlds.
Yeah, but
I don't
really
I don't think it's that
yeah. And there's no travel award for Puerto Ricans, right?
Not that I know of, but
like if you're from Puerto Rican players can count at NA, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like the Puerto Rico special event makes even less sense than the South Africa ones.
I agree.
Because the Puerto Ricans, unfortunately for them, are on the NA leaderboard.
Dude,
which is I guess it doesn't matter.
You don't qualify for Worlds if you only play in Puerto Rico unless you win the whole thing.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
and it's
anyway.
Like you're gonna have to travel around anyways. Yeah. I don't know, like at least with the South Africans, they're on the MESA leaderboard, which is like
you're right.
Has less people on it, so like doing well in 1 or 2 events, like even doing okay would be enough to qualify them for Worlds.
The guy that came 4th at Durban, South African, qualified for Worlds. So it's like, it's doable.
Yeah.
Right, it makes more sense for them, but the Puerto Rico one just seems like it makes less sense, because also I don't really know of, I mean, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist, but I just haven't heard of any like Puerto Rican PvP community anyways, and I don't know about the other games either, but again, I could be wrong, but it just seems a lot harder for those players to like keep up with like the top X and NA, because unless they win, like we said, they're gonna have to get points elsewhere.
Yeah.
So LAIC, how did we even?
I don't even know how we got to this.
Yeah. Anyway, LAIC was fun.
Yeah. Good. Are you on the travel award contention for anything else?
Oh, no shot. I mean, like I didn't really have any points, and like I was cooked.
Dude, some people I saw just got like straight like 2-round buys in the winner's side. It was crazy.
Oh, dude, Axon got like pushed up to like top 64 or something, like straight up.
I
think it was actually top 128.
Yeah.
I think I'm
the no-shows is really frustrating too, especially for a tournament this big. Like I feel like there's more no-shows for IC than a regional. Yes. I mean, technically speaking, yes, because there's more people, but like
but still
percentage-wise, though, Like I don't know.
It felt the same way at NAIC last year.
How do they,
in Swiss, it doesn't matter. In Swiss, they just sort of like dwindle at the bottom of the bracket, right? And so if you want to actually perform well, you have to perform well against real humans.
I talked to some people about this, and I think the rationale is that you could technically, if you forget to register your team before the deadline, the night before, or like the morning of, you could show up the morning of and still register your team. You'll just get like a round loss or game loss. Yeah. I wonder if they should just change the rules where if you just do not register your team successfully by 5 a.m., you're not in the tournament. You're taken out of the bracket. I guess they build the bracket beforehand, so maybe it's like they have to build it again. I don't know how long it takes for them to build a bracket, but like, it sucks. But you didn't register a team. Like you didn't register a team, so like, what you can't like. You should be disqualified from a tournament, right? It's like does that not make sense? Like it's just like if you qualify for the Olympics and you didn't register to show up, they're not going to have a spot randomly on the track for you.
Yeah. Like I know you take a game loss, and so you're playing like with a pretty big hand behind.
Well, you take a match loss.
Yeah, match loss.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who wins
you got to
the
lose
tournament from that state? No one does.
I mean, yeah, but you see, like, you can then get info on like what people are actually bringing to the tournament. You can see the usage bracket before you sort of lock in your team because they put it up on the stream at the very start of the day. So it's like it's not like you're going in like with no advantage.
I mean,
so
there's probably no one that would actually change your team that much, right? Last second when they forget to register. So I don't think many people, if any, would actually risk that, especially taking a match loss for the advantage of a usage chart. But
at that point, you can also see the bracket. You can see who your opponents are. You can be like, I know that Wireless is bringing King Gambit, and he's going to be one of my first opponents. I need to make sure I have a King Gambit.
So I'm going to start in the losers bracket in case I face Wireless down the road. Like, I mean, I get what you're saying. I just don't. Obviously, I don't think anyone actually does that, but I just think. I just think you should just not be able to even compete at that point if you miss that much, and that's how you get rid of like all the no-show like free wins.
Yeah,
because the no-show free wins are just like so unfair, right? For some people.
Yeah, I will say I think that like obviously it's different because the other games are Swiss, but I'm pretty sure like the other games you can like register a team late, and I think it's some level of consistency with that potentially.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
And it's also like for people that like show up late as well and maybe miss their first round can like still compete.
Well, that's a different story because you've at least registered a team, right? So
yeah. I think as long as you register by 5 p.m., that's fine. That's a different story. And some no-shows will still do that, right?
Yeah.
Like I think Z's Wise did that from Milwaukee or something. He did for some tournament to like help, and like I think it helped the kicker actually. So, but on this record, I guess he has like a 0-2 or something. But I mean, still, like that's a different story. If you want to do that, you can. But I think the majority of no shows won't even do all that.
So yeah, I mean, I will say, I don't know. There's not like a perfect solution because like I know there's been some people that have like tried to register a team and like had like technical issues or something.
Yeah, I mean, you just double check like a million times after you submit it. You know, like that's what I do. Like, how do you not know like the night before if you're fully registered? Like, I take screenshots. You know, like take screenshots of that, and just in case it errors out, which I always do, then you could just bring it to judge. I think putting you back into the bracket because of that is not like as bad, right? Especially if it's like an Arcanine issue. But I think the consideration of allowing people to register that late, the morning of the tournaments, right? Like you have until 5 a.m. the morning of the tournament. If you still haven't registered a team there, like I get like it's like considerate for them, right? They spent money to do all this stuff, but that has way less beneficial for a tournament than removing all the no-shows, right? Because that person that just like I haven't heard of a single person that didn't register a team and just took a match loss and still won the tournament or even got like a top 8 finish.
I just thought of something though. Yeah. Now that they're doing call times, that means they have the bracket set like the night before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can see who you're gonna face.
Yeah.
Well, no. My point is, if you take out all the no-shows, depending where they are,
I see.
Like the brackets, like what if like, and I know no-shows are a problem, but like in theory, the idea behind no-shows is that you would like redistribute all the groups.
That is a good point.
So it's like, how would you do that? Because if one group had like 10 no-shows, then you would still have a group with only like 8 people or something.
I am a big fan of how they have like the email the night before on like what your call time is. I do think that's a really great quality of life change. Yeah, I don't know. You bring up a good point there. I think particularly for double elim, right? If we're like obviously in Swiss, it's not that big of a deal. You get like one free win, I guess. But like for double elim, like it just feels particularly bad that you could get multiple like wins in the winners bracket, right?
Right. No, I definitely agree with that for sure.
No, but
I'm just saying really like there are. Yeah. I think between that and like giving people the chance to like still register a team, like I see why it is the way it is, even though there's issues with this system too. Like there's not a perfect system, and I don't know what the right answer is, but I do agree that it is a little wonky that people can sometimes get multiple free wins like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a tough situation, I guess. For ice, it looks so bad in the bracket. I'm looking at the brackets for the IC. I'm like, for an IC, you have this many no shows, and a lot of times they are the top players that get the no shows. It's like the rich really gets richer in a way because usually they're paired up with the lowest seeds, and a lot of the low seeds don't show up, right?
Well, I think the reason why the ICs have more no shows is because a lot of times
It's just like random spectators.
After the other games fill up.
Yeah. They're just buying spectator
and
spots.
Well, not even that, but because competitors get a special like competitor kit at ICs, I don't know if spectators get the same stuff. So I think sometimes people are signing up because they want like the competitor kit. And so that's, I think, part of the problem why ICs are worse.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like maybe there's other, again, I don't know what the answer is because like other solutions make more work for like staff and organizational stuff. But like it would be nice to maybe see them make it so that to get the competitor swag, you have to like actually complete 2 rounds of the tournament or something. So then those people aren't no-shows, they're actually competing.
I have a question for you all, because this kind of like reminds me a little bit of this topic, and we'll probably wrap it up after this last one because we don't have really any YouTube comments because last episode came out like only a few days ago. But how do you think we grow? Maybe this is like a general question that maybe we could talk more about in a future episode. How do we grow the scene and the participation for Pokemon Go? Because like EU, I'm not really sure, right? It seems like they were definitely the highest like consistency like 2 years ago maybe, but lately it's been like NA's been growing a bit, right? But it's not growing by much, like
so
we're like upping like the numbers from past years by like, I don't know, 10 maybe at a regional, maybe less, maybe a little bit more, but like, okay, so come like what 2030 we might have 200 people at a tournament. Like that's not much of a growth, right?
I mean, I will say like it does seem like slow growth, but it's
very
like
slow though if you calculate.
If you look at the numbers, are like, because I think we talked about this like earlier in the year, because Chris Brown like posted a tweet with like like attendance data, like average year over year, and it was like our numbers now are what VG was at 5 years ago. So like if again, and I don't know, we might need other things to continue the growth, but it's like if we end up where VG is in 5 years from now, that's pretty good.
Yeah, but okay, but let's think about it this way. How are our numbers compared to VG's? Like, how are our numbers? What, we're on season 5 now. We've already had like 4 or 5 years of this. Like we could compare it to VG numbers, but what we should compare is our own numbers. Because we could compare it to a complete, because it's technically complete. It's the same franchise, but a completely different game, right? It's like saying like, oh, this new game came out from like Riots. It like doesn't have, it's like about our numbers. But in 5 years from now, they have millions of players. That's great, but like it's hard to compare that to a completely different game, right? Whereas for Pokemon Go, it started in the circuit in 2022, right? This is season 5. And realistically, how much has our game grown, right, on the official competitive scene in the past 4 or 5 years? Not as much as you would hope, right? Like we could just make the comparison to ourselves, right? Because VG is so different in my mind, right? And they come out with like a new game, and they have like a lot more, like a much richer history, right? And I don't know. It's, people growing up playing some type of main series game one way or another. People don't grow up playing Pokemon Go, right? Or not competitively outside, like maybe casually playing some when you're like on vacation.
I mean, there's a lot of, I think a lot of people play the VG casually and not competitively too.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. But apparently there's a lot that play the competitive,
I think to answer your question, I think that like hopefully this interlude season works in terms of like getting the game state in a better spot, because I think that is definitely a big factor that has like either deterred potentially interested people or caused dedicated players to scale back or quit entirely. I think that's definitely important. I think that, we've talked about a lot. I do think that Swiss, if we can get that in the championship series, would be big, because it sounds like a lot of newer players are maybe hesitant to go to a tournament and just go 0-2 or 1-2, letting them play more. I do think, if I'm being honest, that this interlude season was kind of a big missed opportunity, actually, because I've seen a lot of non-PvPers interested in playing GBL to get the Pica Libre. And I feel like there was a missed opportunity to have more resources and content around PvP and like just some of the basics and maybe some like teams and guides to sort of
they had that collaboration stream with the Axon.
Right, which was good, but I don't think that was
helpful.
enough.
Yeah, I think those are helpful, but I think that they don't happen often enough. There needs to be a little bit more consistency of how they...
Once every 3 months is crazy.
Yeah, of how they create interactions with the game. Because, like, it's not really us as a community. It's really, at this point, up to the game, like Scopely, whoever is working on it, to create more ways for people to interact meaningfully with battling and learn how to do it so that it doesn't feel like such a chore to so many people.
And like I would love to see more like official resources from both Niantic Scopely end and TPCI end. In terms of like guides and how the game works and just other stuff, because right now the actual like official resources for PvP are very few and far between, and most any sort of knowledge about how PvP works, like how any sort of that stuff, is all community grassroots driven, which I'm glad that exists, but it's like if someone is new, they don't necessarily know those things exist or know how to find them. Right? Like PvPoke is a great website, a great resource, but again, people might not know it exists, and I understand that, like, obviously that's probably not something that, you know, these official companies can be promoting, but I wish they would at least have, and probably they wouldn't ever do simulations, but at least have some resources in terms of, like, you know, the turn duration of different fast moves or that sort of stuff, right?
You know what they need to introduce? I think they introduce something like the Forever Friends, where they have a way to get people to be motivated to play it, right? Like, I would have not cared about these weekly challenges at all, but now I'm like, sure, I'll make sure I do it once a week, right? To upload, to increase the friendship by 7. Like, that's pretty cool, right? Like, you know, Pikachu Libre is not a good enough incentive on a regular season because the amount of people that hit Legend is so far and few in between.
Yeah, and, for sure.
You know, obviously, like, now everyone can get Pikachu Libre, great. Okay, well, after interlude season, how are you gonna get people to come back to it? There's no way, right?
You know, I think, like,
it's not like a drug where people would like try and be like, oh, I have to PvP now every season. I can't wait, right? Like, it doesn't work like that, you know. A lot of people, if they want the Libre, they play for the Libre and then they stop for the rest of the season. They don't.
Yeah, there needs to be better rewards across the board. I think I'd like to see on a regular season better rewards for hitting rank 20, for ace, for veteran, for expert. And then
it needs to be more rewards on a daily basis too, because a lot of people just don't care enough to hit those because it's like too hard for them. They're just like, well, I'm just not going to get the costume imposed this year, which is understandable.
Right, that's why I said rank 20 though, because like anyone could hit rank 20 because it's not ELO based, right? And then I was going to say, I also think there needs to be some sort of like, and they've done it a little bit with like some code cards, but better rewards and in-game support for local tournaments. Because if we can get,
not as what it used to be,
because if we can get more casual players to come out to like cups and challenges, because there's, I don't know, rewards for whether it be avatar items or special costume Pokemon or other in-game items or whatever it may be to incentivize them, or even things like, didn't they do like a locals collab for like I think it was GoFest like a year or two ago, and they like gave out, I think it was like some like fusion energy for Necrozma or something.
Yeah, but it was so underwhelming though. It was like you get like 10 or like you can never fuse anything, right? If it was enough to fuse once, that's a different story.
It was underwhelming, but like I think it still got people's interest and got some people out, and like if you did that but better, and more often. Like, I think there needs to be some of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Just sort of more rewards and incentives, both in GBL and at local tournaments, to try to get people to come out, because that's the biggest thing, is like just getting that interest there. Because the number of people that play Pokemon Go in general is massive. Like, Pokemon Go has way more players than any of the other
100%.
Pokemon games.
There's
And we
casuals,
just need to find a way to funnel some of them, more of them, over to PvP, whether we get them to be competitors or just like even just spectators on the streams to like grow viewership.
I think it needs to be
Like,
fun enough to people to want to play too. You know,
Yeah.
look, I do a lot of Pokemon Go PvP content just in general. Dude, I had to motivate myself to do 6 hours of battles every day. You know, so it's yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, we've been going on pretty long here, so we're gonna wrap it up here. I will say one thing, dude. Look at this Shadow Yamask, my first one ever I got. Look at that IV spread.
dang.
Guess what? 1472. Absolutely
Oh
garbage.
no.
I was so hyped for half
I
a
hate it
second.
when that happens.
Those are so tragic.
Yeah.
But like, Caleb, just last point, what you said about it being fun, I agree. And like, that's why I think that like, you know, a lot of these bug fixes and stuff need to happen, because like that's not a fun experience to deal with, and like that's turned off, I'm sure, so many people, because they're like, oh, I tried GBL once and like I was about to win and then the game froze, so this is dumb, why would I ever spend my time on it? Which is valid.
Yeah.
And also, again, back to my point with like the resources, I think there's a lot of people that have tried and just given up on PvP because they're like, oh, it's too hard, I just lose all the time. And it's like, well, they're using like a Tauros and a Mr. Mime and a, I don't know, Sunflora or something.
Yeah.
Because they just don't have the resources in terms of like what Pokemon are good, or maybe they're using a Rock Smash Azumarill because they don't realize they should be using Bubble, stuff like that. So like that's where those like resources come in terms of like what Pokemon and moves should they be using, and just like some of the basics in terms of like, again, obviously it doesn't need to get into like optimal move timing and counting and some of the stuff that you get to maybe later on, but like just some of the basics in terms of like mechanics and general strategy. And like I think like a lot of the videos that like you casters have like for like the broadcast is good, and like maybe either replicating those or having those posted somewhere more official, paired with maybe some more even like
just have a link
more
right in the battle page, like
and like
as
some,
soon as you open it, like have a link
right, that
right
would be
there.
good. And then also some more like even more basic level strategy even for stuff. Like we just really need those resources, because so many people give up because it's like PvP's too hard and complicated, and like I just lose all the time and I don't know what I'm doing and I don't know my typings and whatever. And like, but there's no official resources. So like how are people even going to try to get that knowledge?
Yeah. All right, let's wrap it up here. I know we're going kind of long, but
sorry, I have an actual
no, I know. That's why I'm like trying
me.
to. No, you're totally fine. Steve can't make it back because he needs to go handle something. So anyway, thanks all for tuning in. Let us know your own thoughts down below, because we rant about like a million different things. And yeah. Anyway, hope everyone's been having a good week, and best of luck as you continue with the interlude season. Peace out.